Yo, 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 yo. Let me actually get the space popping, man. Let people tap in. Let's see. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo. All right, bet. We live, man. We live. Let me get a little light in here, man. Turn it up just a tad bit. If you're on the YouTube stream, we live. If you're not in the YouTube stream, then we not live yet. Let's see. Comments already coming through. Hey yo, oh snap, we live. Yeah, we live. AOD. Christina, good evening. Good evening to you. How are you doing, Christina? How are you, Christina? I hope you're doing well. We're gonna let this space fill up like we always do. I'm not even live on the actual live yet, like in the Twitter space. I'm just live on on YouTube, but like always, we'll let it fill up just a tad bit. We'll let it fill up as we always do. I look tired. Nah, I'm not tired. I actually took a nap today, so I'm actually refreshed, Christine. I'm about to be up. I'm about to be up. Chris, what it do? Thanks for the content. Appreciate you, Johnny. Appreciate you. Littles, what's going on? What up, Brody? What up, bro? Capper Taylor here. What's up, Capper Taylor? I know you be giving out some fire, man. Appreciate you being here for sure. Appreciate all y'all for being here. That's why that woke up look. Nah, I actually been up though, because I've been up for like an hour, man. I've been up for like an hour. I took a nap earlier though. I did take a nap earlier. Appreciate y'all for the comments, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. It's all free game, man. I'm just trying to help people win as much as possible. I'm trying to win as much as possible. Little said, what are your thoughts on the first quarter? I like the over 49.5. I don't know, Little. So we're gonna talk about that, Little. I think while that total is low, I just feel like now that we got a best of 3 game series and all of the different games have been like, either extremely lopsided in the first quarter. So when you take that 49.5, you really depending on both teams to come out and score the ball. One team can't be a letdown and be losing, like 27 to 16 or something like that, because then you don't get it. So you really relying on both teams. But I don't know. I don't really think I want to touch the first quarter. Like none of the first quarter, just because it's been so much of an outlier. I don't know how the game gonna start, Littles, but that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Um, Harrisonville said, thanks for what you do. Appreciate you as well. Let me actually get these. Let me get started, man. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? Let me go ahead and put the tweet up top too. I got the live stream popping. It's almost 25 people over there. We already kind of interacting and chatting over there. Shout out to Reem. I know Reem had tweeted out that he had a bad connection. I'm pretty sure he probably had his spaces going before this one, but hopefully people tapped in. And are here for sure. Let me put it up top though, just in case people didn't know. When you click on that link, when you click on the link, I just pinned it up top for you guys that are in the Twitter space. If you wanna tap in on YouTube, so you can drop your plays, ask your questions. Some people really like that version as well. Feel free to just to tap in on YouTube if you want to. Drop your plays, ask your questions. Uh, a lot of appreciation. People said, besides Christina, she said, I look like I just woke up. I've been up, Christina. I've been up, man. But yeah, man, we here again today, man. As always, we're gonna do intros. Let's see. We got some sharp minds in the chat already. I see Bo here. I see Miss D here. Jay Jones back. I'm pretty sure it's gonna still fill up too, but it is 5:35. That's the time I typically like to get started. I see YBBS in here. Shout out to YBBS, man. The Mavs came through last night, baby. That first quarter, first half, cash, baby. That good money. Appreciate you, YBB, for giving your take, man. Me and you was on the contrarian side yesterday. It was dark over there on that contrarian side, man. But we'll take that money though. I know Miss D was happy that her team's still in. So shout out to Miss D. I see Plug Sports Bets in here. What's up, Plug? I know he typically does his spaces in the morning. Shout out to you. Salute. Doing the same thing, dropping gems over there. He just do it a little earlier than I do. Big Mike Murder in here. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. As always, appreciate y'all for being here. So yeah, so in the very beginning, man, I always like to start the spaces the same way every single time, man. And that's to welcome to the new people, right? A lot of people are just getting into sports betting. I'm getting stuff from people, that's been doing this for 20 years. And I'm also getting stuff from people who, have where sports gambling has been legalized in their state for 20 days, right? So it's a large group of people that collectively come together to, listen to this show or Twitter Spaces or YouTube or whatever the case might be. But I approach it from all different angles, man. No question is a stupid question. I like being able to give people a voice as well. So welcome, man. Welcome, especially if this is your first time in the space. I always like to start with this also. If you click on the link, just because people don't know, right? Because it's always new people and joining the community all the time. If you click on that link if you go to my page and click on the link tree in my page, it will take you to a variety of different things. The first link at the top is the ChrisBeCappinn store. If you want to support, feel free to. There's t-shirts on there, there's hoodies on there, ChrisBeCappinn official merch. All the game I ever give is free, man. I'm hot right now, 10-3. Hopefully we can keep it going tonight. I think 10-3 is like what, 70, 72, 73%. So we've been cashing, man. We've been cashing. We've been absolutely cashing on a nice little tear. You want to get back, man? Feel free to cop a t-shirt, man. Cop a hoodie or something. But yeah, enough on that. YouTube link is also in the link tree page as well. Feel free to go over there, subscribe to that. Check out my videos, check out the content. Hopefully you'll like it. And I always say tell a friend, man. That's what the TAFFTTA or whatever it is at the end the tweet is, man. Tell a friend. We just try to cash. We trying to grow the platform, grow the community as much as possible. So yeah, that's the YouTube thing. Then there's a sportsbook referral link in there as well. If you use that link to sign up, it will give you a free bet and me a free bet upon your deposit, right? So those are the sports books. Some of the sports books I got to update it. Some of the sports books that I have, I'm in Virginia. These are the sports books that I use. I have signed up for a couple, so I need to add a couple. But that's another another way to show a token of appreciation. And then my Cash App, my Venmo at the bottom. If people ever want to tip, you definitely can. Not obligated to, man. I don't ever want people to feel like they're obligated. I give a lot of my time and my energy and effort to breaking these games down, coming up with content, trying to put together, a nice Twitter space and show, not only to allow my views and opinions to be shared, but also for everybody else as well. So if you want to tip, you can, man. I always say the bookie's gonna pay me. They've been paying me fine lately, man. The bookie's been nice to me, man. I will say that. I've been cashing lately. Besides that Mavs first quarter, first half, and game number 3, we be about 85% in the last 13 plays. So close to 90%. But it is what it is. Either way, if you want to tip, you can. Instagram link is on there as well. And then OzJam, I do like to shout out OzJam. I am in a affiliate with OzJam. They are, in my opinion, the greatest way to start your sports gambling, just from the lines and the different tools that they have over there, the positive EV betting, the CLV, a lot of the betting tools, calculators, trackers, just a bunch of great stuff on OzJam. I would encourage you guys to go check it out. They have a bunch of free stuff as well, so you don't have to pay for the content. But if you do, make sure you use the OzJam referral link as well. And that's all I got, man. I don't even like to do a whole bunch of promo stuff in the very beginning. I just wanted to kind of get that out, and we can go ahead and jump right into it, man. Only other thing I want to say that is that for the people who joined in and they joined in, from 5 minutes ago, I do want to tell you guys that if you click on the link up top, it will take you straight to the YouTube page. So if you want to, drop your comments over there, share your thoughts and your opinions, ask your questions, engage with the community, and get other people's opinions on your play. If you have a lean and you want to make it official, and you want to hear from everybody else, go over there because there's a lot of people already engaging in the chat. I can never keep up. It's a lot of comments already in the chat. I was answering questions before I even started the Twitter space. So definitely, utilize that link up top, man. I'm gonna cap this game real quick. After I cap the game, I'm gonna give you guys what I'm looking at, and then I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get the some of the sharper minds in the gambling Twitter community up here, and we're gonna all collectively try to get to some cash, man. Try to find some plays. It's only one game. Beat a real small line. If you don't feel comfortable with any plays, don't bet anything. You don't have to. The worst bet is a forced bet because then you lose twice because you force yourself to play because you wanted some action and you lose money on top of that, right? So I always tell people, don't force it. Live betting is always an option as well. But yeah, with no further ado, man, let's just kind of go ahead and get into it. So game 5 tonight, back in Miami. Let's see. I cap all these games the same way. So let me bring up my notes for you guys and tell you what I got. So we got a line that opened at 1 at some places, 1.5 at other places. It's up to 3 now. I also saw it at 3.5 when I looked about 10 minutes ago on BetMGM. I think that was the biggest discrepancy in line. Yeah, so they actually got the Heat. They actually got the Celtics to win by 3.5. Every other book I see have the Celtics to win by 3. So the line has moved. A lot of rumors, about the COVID situation in Miami, and apparently, like a couple of the trainers got it, but I couldn't confirm any of that stuff. But I did want to just share it, as it can, impact the game. We've already seen Al Horford, early in this series, be listed as out like 30 minutes before the actual game started because of a COVID related illness. So just something to kind of take into consideration, man. If you've been in the spaces before, I don't typically make bets early in the day unless it's something I absolutely like and I got a lot of validity in that play, right? So I'm not looking at a lot of variance in it. And with this Celtics game, which we'll move on to the actual injury report. With the Celtics game, I feel like it's just a lot going on there, right? So you get as far as injury wise, you get Gabe Vincent, PJ Tucker, Strus is still questionable, Kyle Lowry is questionable, and Tyler Hero. All of those guys are questionable. Marcus Smart and Mr. Robert Williams are still listed as questionable as far as I know. Yeah, I'm gonna put the game time decisions. I'm gonna put the latest news up top so you guys can see that as well. But yeah, click on the link in the first link, and it'll take you over to the YouTube page if you want to share your thoughts and your comments over there. But yeah, back to capping the game. So that's injury wise. A lot of that, is significant, right? I talked about the defensive rating of Robert Williams and how much he impacts the game. Marcus Smart the same way, right? How much these two guys specifically impact the game, specifically on the defensive end. We saw, Bam Adebayo go off in game 3, and Robert Williams didn't play that game, and Bam looked like Shaq, right? Like 2001 Shaq. Then we saw Robert Williams come back. Granted, I think he only played 19 minutes in game 4, but his defensive impact cannot go unheard, man. It cannot go unnoticed. I mean, the guy he's a game changer, specifically, with being able to protect the rim, swat shots, defensive rebound the ball, alter shots in general. Like you could tell he's not 100%, which is why, they have him listed as, game time decision. And they're lucky that they got that lead so big because they didn't really need him. And he came up a little hobbled. If you were, watching the game live, they subbed him out and of course never had to put him back in because I think they were up about 25 at that point. So, I don't really have to talk about Marcus Smart, not just his offensive capabilities. I mean, he almost had a triple-double in one game, but his defense as well, whether he's playing Jimmy Butler, whether, he's locking up Kyle Lowry, and then the emotional leader that he is too, man. So two real big injuries on that side of the ball. Let me give you guys some trends I'm looking at, and then I'm gonna get into some of the things I was thinking about playing. Like I said, I haven't placed anything official, and then I'll get up some of the other guys in the community as well. And I'm gonna go back and forth between the YouTube page, read some of the comments, and then get to the Twitter space as well. We'll kind of bounce back and forth as we have been doing the last couple of days. So a couple trends, right? So we know that neither one of these teams actually play extremely. Both of these teams play extremely well off of a loss, right? Off of being embarrassed. And we've kind of seen that trend happen in this series a lot, right? It's been a lot of blowouts. Teams you don't really know what the next team's going what the next punch going to be. But typically every single team that's been punched in the mouth has punched back in this series, right? So a couple trends that actually back Miami in this spot. Miami, they have lost 2 games in a row in the playoffs. They lost twice to Philly in the last round. Meanwhile, Boston hasn't lost twice, but Boston won the last game. So couple of the trends for Miami, they're 6-1 ATS in their last 7 games following an ATS loss. They're also 5-1 ATS in their last 6 following a straight up loss. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games as a home underdog. And then in this year's playoffs, off a previous matchup win against a team with a 60% win percentage or better, as a road team, Boston is only 0-2 straight up and 1-1 ATS with an average margin of loss of 6 points. Last round, same series, Boston lost game 3 by 3 points, won the second quarter by 9, which kind of correlates to this as well. Then Miami is also 1-0 ATS in game 5s with the 2-2 when the games are 2-2 it tied at 2-2. I'm sorry, with a 35-point win against Philly. Now, of course, this is not Philly. We know that, but that's what they were able to do in the same scenario. In the playoffs this season, off a loss, the Heat are 4-1 straight up and ATS. Average margin of victory in the first quarter is 7 points, right? So that's one of the things I was looking at. I talked about taking Boston early last game. We cashed on Boston. I see Jay in here. What's up? What's up, Jay? We gonna have to talk, Jay. If you got a space after this, bro, I gotta come through. But yeah, I came in. Jay actually runs the Miami Heat space. He get a lot of people from Miami, Miami Heat backers in this space, and I was in this space after our spaces, and I was talking about the psychological edge. When you get punched in the mouth like that, you really want to be able to punch back, right? Somebody come into your house and disrespect you, you want to go back into their house and disrespect them, and that's exactly what Boston was able to do after Miami did the same thing to them, in game 3. So last trend I want to give for, I just want to kind of give context to that margin of victory. Like I said, Miami off of a loss, they typically come out hot the next game, winning the first quarter by 7 points in the follow-up game. Here's some trends that kind of back Boston though, because y'all know I like to be fair. And I'm gonna give y'all both sides of the coin before I give y'all what I'm looking at. So Boston is 5-2 straight up, 6-1 ATS as a road team in the playoffs. Average margin of victory is 6 points. We get a spread that's only 3 right now. This year in games where Boston beat their previous opponent that has a win percentage of 55% or better, and they're the away favorite because they are in this scenario, they're 4-0 straight up and 4-0 ATS. I thought that was extremely important. So I'm going to say that one more time. This year, in games where Boston beat their previous opponent that has a win percentage of 55% or better, so only the good teams I factored into this SDQL or better, and they're the away favorite. They're 4-0 straight up and ATS on the season. Average margin of victory is 26 points. Now, do I expect them to win by 26 points tonight? No. I think that we actually get a dogfight tonight, and neither one of these teams get blown out, as we've seen in this series back and forth, going back and forth. Because now it's the best of 3, right? First team to win 2 games will move on to the actual finals, right? So a couple more stats I wanted to give. Celtics are 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games as a road favorite, 19-6-1 ATS in their last 26 versus a team with a winning home record. But and the Heat are only 2-6 ATS in their last 8 playoff games as an underdog. The last stat I want to give you guys is the one I think that might have the most merit, right? This season, Boston is 8-0 straight up and against the spread as an away favorite against a team with a 50% win percentage or better. To me, that's significant, right? And that's why I'm leaning more towards Boston in this game. I also think that when you think about health, I expect Marcus Smart to play today because he sit the last game. I also expect Robert Williams to play today, just knowing how much a significant impact it is, right? We if you watch the post game interviews, Jimmy Butler said that he's not blaming any of his bad play in the last 2 games on the injury, but I don't think Jimmy Butler is 100%. I don't think Kyle Lowry is 100%. And I do think that when you have two teams that are as similar or as close in competition as these two teams, injuries play a big factor. They play a significant factor. So for me, if Robert Williams and Marcus Smart are ruled in, the only way I can look is Boston. I picked Boston to win this series before. I picked them in 6, but that's no disrespect to Miami. I think Miami. I don't even know if they win in 6 now. It just kind of depends on the health, right? We got to make sure all the guys are in, make sure all the guys are healthy. Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry are dogs. They're not going to use being hurt as an excuse. And will we know how hurt they actually are? We might not never know. We might not never know. I don't think that they're the type to use it as an excuse at all. So like I said, we might not ever know that. So what I'm looking at in this game, and like I said, I haven't placed any bets yet, but I wrote down earlier when I was capping the game Boston -2 because I saw that too. Now it's up to 3. I still like it at 3, right? I do think that Boston could win this game. Um, if you like Boston to win, this is what I'm gonna tell you guys. If you do like Boston to win, go ahead and put the ticket in now because the line is going to move if Marcus Smart and if Marcus Smart and Robert Williams are ruled in. That 3 that we see right now probably going to move up to 3.5, if not a 4, right? Because the books that line, while it might already kind of be baked in, getting them back both defensively and offensively is going to alter that line just a tad bit. I do think it's a hard fought game. And I can see one, actually coming down to the wire, even though we haven't had many come down to the wire so far. So I am looking for Miami to punch back and first, right? So I would look at Miami first quarter. Like I said, I haven't placed the bet. I don't even know what the line is, but I do think that Boston wins the game. And that's what I'm looking at for this one. So let me get to some questions in the chat real quick, and then God damn, it's a lot of questions, a lot of comments. I'm gonna get to some of these, then I'm gonna get to the actual spaces. And it's good to kind of talk this stuff out too, man. I'm glad that you guys are engaging in the chat on YouTube, dropping your questions there. PJ Tucker threes, 2 for plus money, 3 for plus 800. I couldn't talk you off of that, Mitch. I like PJ. He a dog. I like PJ a lot. My guy Little said, "What are your thoughts on the first quarter?" I like the over 49.5. I think Miami defensive intensity is going to be ramped up in this game. I don't know if Boston gets all the foul calls, but if you've been watching the games, if Boston just take care of the ball, they've won every game that they've been able to take care of the ball and limit their turnovers. Last game, they didn't turn the ball over. They played extremely well on the defensive end, and they were able to limit Miami on the offensive end. And that's just typically how things have gone. Jalen Brown redemption game, I could see it. He played terrible last game. Moody said he appreciate the spaces. Appreciate you being here, Moody. What's good, Chris? Let's take the books money. PJ Tucker hurt, I think. Yeah, he is hurt. He hurt, but he a dog though. HBK, he a dog, man. He gonna play through it no matter what. All more reasons for him to park his ASS in the corner. I feel like that. Yeah, for sure. He gonna be in the corner chilling and trying to guard Tatum and slow him down. Hopefully he ain't truck sticking him today, man. PJ Tucker, a physical guy, man. And we'll see what the referees let him get away with this game. Oladipo 4 threes, 15 points plus 1602 at any money line you want if you chose. Coach No Jackets, okay. Supporting from where's that? China? Australia. Okay, Luis. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. I know I got a shirt to ship to Australia. Lavish Tips won a shirt the other day. I shipped a couple of shirts international already. So appreciate you guys for ordering the shirts, even international, man. I ship anywhere in the world. I ship to Mars if you send me the address. What do you think about Al Horford over 1.5 blocks? plus 140. I like it, Troy, but I would kind of wait just a tad bit to see if you get the Robert Williams news. Big Al gonna leave it all out there though for sure. I like the zigzag though, right? So Al Horford had a really good game last game. Will he have two good games in a row? I'm not 100% sure. He hit 6 out of the last 10 games. Looks like he's been getting more aggressive in the paint. He hit 2 for 3 so far in the series. I can see it. Not Chris, but I like that on that play on Big Al. What player do you think is out for the Heat because of COVID? I don't know. I don't know, AK. I'm not even gonna speculate. We'll get the news while we're in here, though. We'll definitely get the news while we're in here. But yeah, let me. All right, so I didn't got to a couple of the questions. I'll catch back up in the chat, but let me get to some actual some excuse me. Let me get to some plays and hear from the people in the actual space. I got Finesse in the building. I got Bo in the building. I got Jay Jones in the building. I'm getting all them connected right now. Annie in here, Honcho in here. So yeah, Jay, start us off, my brother. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain, man. We get another day to watch the Boston Celtics play basketball. To me, that's a
You know
gift.
it.
So yeah, I'm here for it, Jay. What you looking at, man? How you liking this game? What you think will happen?
I mean, need I say more? I think if you know, you know.
mm,
uh, we're running back that second quarter, man. I mean, it's 4-0. Uh, I'm taking it, man. You can't lose. I mean, you can because I thought the Warriors they were 7-0 in that third quarter and they got me yesterday. So it's all right. We got that second quarter yesterday in the Mavs game, but I'm taking the second quarter with these Celtics. They're 4-0. I took the money line. I took minus the half, and then I went up to minus 1.5. So I did ladder this play. They have an average win margin of 5 or more in this series in the second quarter. So that's my play. I'm on the second quarter, man. I'm gonna ride it until it fails me, and I just like that play a lot. Like you said, it's just that rotation when after the second quarter or after the first quarter that the Heat make. You sit Jimmy Butler. I mean, all the key injuries. You don't know who's playing in that second quarter. The Celtics just have a deeper bench, man. I expect them to score more. And like how we were talking about the other day, they have average win margin of really like 7. That's the highest average margin of like a spread in the second quarter for the Celtics. Is what we were talking about the other day. So I love the Celtics in the second quarter, man. I did take it the minus the half, the money line, and up to minus 1.5. So those are my officials. I do have a strong lean, but I'm not going to place it until the Marcus Smart news does come out. I love him at 6.5 assists. I love his 6.5 assists at plus money. He's covered it in every game that they played. So I'm on that. If he gets ruled in official, mark me down for Marcus Smart minus 6.5 assists, over 6.5 assists at plus money. I'm definitely taking that. But as far as right now, my officials are that second quarter, that ladder.
Got you. Okay. I appreciate that, Jay. I got you. I'm gonna just put you down for the second quarter minus the half. So long as they win by 1, you
That's cool.
cover it. But if you in
That's
here,
cool.
like you said, Jay.
Yeah, if you
I
know,
know
you
you've been
know,
laddering
man.
it. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I got you down for the Marcus Smart too. I mean, of course, if he don't play, it'll be voided. So people you can wait and put that news, you can wait and put that bet in if you want to, or you can go ahead and place it now if you want. But yeah, Jay, appreciate you sharing, bro. And if y'all don't know, Jay been absolutely smashing that second quarter for Boston. I think they've won the second quarter every game this series.
Yeah,
So
4-0.
so that's a nice little four units right there, man, for the minus a half. And I don't even think it's been a sweat most of those games either. So
Bro, they've been by 5 or more. It's actually 5, 14, 6 and 6, 34, 29, 35, 21, 29, 23, 28, 22. It's easy money. Easy money. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Hey, I couldn't talk you off of it. I could not talk you off of it at all, Jay. Appreciate you for being here, bro. Appreciate you for sharing as always, man. Love hearing your
Oh, you know
insight
it, bro.
and having you tap in, bro, for sure.
Always, bro. I appreciate you letting me up. I think everybody already knew what I was gonna say, but I had to let it be known.
Hey Jay, you got to, bro. You got to because I say the same thing every single day when I start the spaces, but that don't mean that that the person that's in here today was in here yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, the spaces grow every day. I'm getting like I don't even talk about it a lot of times, but most of the time 50 to 75 or sometimes 25 followers a day, and people are DMing me, asking me questions. What time do I start the space? How do I give out the plays? Yada yada yada. What is a Twitter space? You know what I mean? So I always like to break it down to a very fundamental level and just make sure people understand what's going on. So that's why I do the write up, so people who don't have enough time, I try to make this as convenient as for people as possible. So
Yeah,
people,
yes, sir.
the ones who know, they do know, Jay. But the ones who
Yeah,
the ones
facts.
who are new, hopefully they know at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you, bro.
Always. Let's
Uh,
cash, man.
yes, sir. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Bo, I want to come to you, and then I'm gonna get to my guy Finesse. Bo, what's going on, my brother? How you doing today, man?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all feeling?
Good, Bo. How you feeling today, man?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I got like 2 wins in the past 2 days. I'm glad I straight betted that Jaylen Brown under, what was it, 7.5 first quarter last game. But I wanted to talk about today. I agree with everything you said as far as like the trend goes. You watch these beginnings of these games, this entire series, it's been like blowout city. I think Miami had 30 points at halftime or something like that. And it's just been so like weird. So because of that, I see they got a boost either team to win 15, which is making me kind of like, but just in case there is a blowout, this is leading to the play that I'm on tonight. It's Max Strus rebounds. I'm gonna ladder that. I got him at 6 for. Let me pull it up real quick. I know 6 is. I got it at plus 285. Yeah, it's still plus 285, and you can play up to 8. 8 is 870. Like I said, I'm playing the 6 and the 8, and of course, I always make parlays, so I got a parlay I cooked up too. The parlay is only 3 legs. It's Strus 6 rebounds. Gabe Vincent 3 threes. I'm on his threes again today. I like his 1.5 for sure, but I'm taking the 3 for the parlay just for the extra bounce. And then I like Al Horford to get the ball rolling tonight too. I'm picking Al Horford 3 threes. So again, I'm laddering Strus rebounds 6 and 8 individually. And then I got a parlay with the parlay is 12 3-3-8. Strus 6 rebounds, Vincent 3 threes, Al Horford 3 threes.
Hey, bro,
that's pretty much what I'm on today.
Hey, that's fire, bro. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got in the game. I can't really call who's gonna win. I mean, I don't hope it's a blowout. I see Finesse in here. I'm pretty sure Finesse thinks the Celtics gonna come and do some 30, 40 type shit. But
Finesse got more respect than that, don't he, Bo?
Yeah, it's been so weird, man. I can't call this shit. So yeah, like I said, that's what's leading me to Strus rebounds, just in case Boston miss a bunch of shots. They're gonna shoot a lot of threes, a lot of long rebounds. I think Bam is going to be busy dealing with, Robert Williams. I believe he's going to play. And even if it's not Robert Williams, he's going to be busy with Daniel Tice. So I think that opens up the lane for Strus to come in and get those rebounds. So that's what I like for tonight.
Nice. I like that too, bro. I like your looks, bro. I definitely like your looks. That's a nice little parlay too. I think I put a little sprinkle on that. If I was playing a parlay, I've been so focused though recently on like smaller volume and bigger units, just because I feel like the season has kind of come to an end. So I lost a couple, I lost a nice little piece of change on the Mavs the other day in the first quarter, first half. But overall, like I said, 10-3 last 13 plays. So I'm still up, but not up like I would like to be up. I went kind of heavy on the Mavs first quarter, first half the other day. I got most of it back last night, but overall I'm still in the positive. But I just been playing like 1 or 2 things that I really like and absolutely hammering it. And I'm not gonna tell y'all to play 4 or 5 units or anything, but I feel like because the playoffs are coming to an end and I got to do a better job of not smash spotting everything. But so far it's been pretty good, man. It's been pretty good. Like I said, nothing official for me. Before I get to Finesse, appreciate you both for being here, bro, and sharing your looks as always. Before I get
as always, man, I always appreciate you for having me, and I appreciate what you're doing for the community, man. Like, you could be charging for this shit, so I always want to come in, and I know it's other people that do the parlay shit. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to come in and throw a different perspective out there. So again, I appreciate you for always letting me come up and speak.
Yes, sir. And that's why I like it, bro. I always say that. You know what I mean? Like I like the idea of, even if it's something that I'm not gonna play, whether it's a first quarter points or, I gave out a 15 leg parlay, but I didn't give it out. Somebody had shared a 15 leg parlay yesterday, bro, and I had just kind of gave it to the community, and people probably was like, "What?" But it's just different angles,
15 legs. I'm only doing like 4 or 5 legs max. I'm
right. Right. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. But yeah, I like that we can come together collectively, man, and try to find something that we like together, man. So appreciate you, like I said, bro, for sure. Like I said, I do want to come to finesse, but let me get caught up in the chat real quick. So we got Horford 1 block, Jimmy 1 steal, Larry 4 assists, Bam 2 assists, PJ Tucker 4 rebounds, 1 Gabe Vincent 3 at plus 600. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not even Aniruda, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try to butcher that. But if y'all, I'm not gonna like write all these parlays down, but if y'all want them, like I said in the very beginning, use the link that's pinned up top in the first tweet up top in the Jumbotron. You can come over to the Twitter space that's being recorded, the live stream on YouTube, and write your own plays down or get in the chat, and you can see some of these plays that's being dropped. I like the Heat to bounce back if Robert Williams doesn't play. Nate Picks Cash said that. Jimmy over 23.5. Markel, this is why I tell you, I wouldn't take Jimmy under today. Not after having such a bad game. I know he injured. But for me, I can see this going back to like a game 1 type feel where the other guys don't play as well and Jimmy just has to take over. I don't think that Udoka is going to double him. I think they're going to play up straight up. And if that means Jimmy eats and nobody else eats, then I think we could see that. I think it could be a big Jimmy game and nobody else. But I just tell you that I wouldn't take his under. And I know his knee hurt, but I wouldn't take Jimmy under in this game. Not in a desperation game at the crib. Knowing that if they lose, they got to go back to Boston to in an elimination game. I wouldn't take Jimmy under. And he said he'll be better. I'm just somebody that's gonna trust Jimmy, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Jimmy 23, Gabe Vincent 3. I think that's supposed to be over 1.5 threes. Tatum under 28.5 points. Kyle Lowry 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I don't know what that means, Marco. That 4 out of 5. Optimism. Robert Williams plays per Woj. Yeah, that's why I need to go ahead and put the play in, bro, because that line gonna move. Like I said, I am gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play Boston, and I need to go ahead and do it before the line moves too much. Yep, it's already moving 3.5 now. So yeah, if you like Boston, y'all probably just want to go ahead and put that ticket in, man, because since we've been on the space, it'll moved a whole half a point. So I'm not trying to play around, with this just because, like I said, I picked Boston to win, but that don't mean they're gonna win by margin in a desperation game for both teams. So if you like Boston, you might want to go ahead and put it in, man. Lakers out here interviewing Terry Stotts. That ain't a good thing. But yeah, let me see what else we got. Let's see. All right, yeah. I just took the Boston minus 3.5. Official for me. Boston minus 3.5. I should have just played it when it was 1.5 this morning. Honestly, I think, like I said, I think the guy's gonna give it a go. So I'm official on Boston minus the 3.5. I should have bought it down half a point, but I didn't. So it is what it is. All right. Before I get to finesse, we got Robert Williams over 7.5. Oladipo 1+3. I think that's supposed to be over 1.3. Marcus Smart under 2.5 threes at plus 220. Another little parlay. Coach No Jacket said Grant Williams 2 threes and 10 points, or 3 threes and 15 points as well. Man, y'all got it's some crazy looks over here, man. Y'all go check out the space, man. Check out the YouTube link. Like I said, it's a lot of plays, man. I'm glad y'all writing them all over here because I can't keep up, man. It's a lot over here, and I don't want to get too far away from the spaces. So let me get to my guy Finesse, and see how Finesse got the game going. Then I'm gonna get up some other people as well. Finesse, floor is yours, though, my guy. How you doing, man?
What's good, bro? How you doing? I know how you doing. I know how last night went for you, so I ain't gonna ask you a question. Yeah, shout out to my man Bo. I haven't seen my man Bo in a minute, so I just got a question. Like, if when Boston win the finals, do I get that reverse stake? Like, how that work? I'm asking for a friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't
reverse.
I don't know how that works.
I love it, bro.
He ain't trying to entertain my shit right now. Yeah, I mean it's hard to even say I expect to close the game just based on how just based on how the playoffs have gone. Obviously that's what the spread dictates, but I said it before and I'm gonna stick to it. I don't envision Miami winning another game in a series. So if I like that, I like Boston tonight. So everybody gonna think, oh, he a Boston fan. He on Boston all the time. I wasn't on Boston last game. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay away and just focus on player props and try to pick my spots. I think this is one of those spots. There's a lot of injury report madness going on today. COVID, not COVID, trainers, not trainers. So I just kind of throw all that shit away and just X's and O's. So it's been the same thing all 4 games in this series with a better team, better defensively, better offensively, better team all around. Last night I took us -1.5. This morning I took us -2.5 and -3.5 to get some plus money in there. So, and I got a ticket on 10 plus. So, I think it's not even like, oh, he a fan, blah, blah. Like I said it, and if y'all don't remember, then ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? I said it days ago. I just don't envision Miami win another game in this series. So I expect us to take this game and then pack them boys up in Boston. So not in Boston, right? I don't fucking know. Listen, Boston is 6.
Nah, you're right. You're right. That's right, Finesse. If y'all win tonight, then the game will go back to Boston for 6 because 7 will be in Miami if needed.
If Johnny has 3 apples.
Yeah, that's what we want. What'd you say, Sos? What'd you say, Sos? I didn't hear you, Sos.
I said if Johnny has 3 apples.
I'm so used to us having home court, right? I'm confused. I'm so used to us being amazing. So, you know what I'm saying? It's real simple in my mind. Obviously, nothing is simple, but real simple in my mind. So you can put me down for the -1.5. That's what I'm official on. That's what I got last night. I know I don't give out units, but large wager. That's what I said before. Large fucking mortgage payments, college tuition type shit. So that's what I'm rocking tonight. Pretty simple for me. That's it. That's really it.
Oh man, that's funny, Finesse. Hey, Finesse, it's funny, bro. Look, I'm in the chat. First of all, Sosa funny as hell. But look, I'm in the chat, Finesse. Somebody said this is at 5:57, so it's about 25 minutes ago. Somebody said Finesse about to talk greasy in the space already. No.
Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, right, it just boils down to this, right? Boston has an All-NBA first teamer and Miami doesn't, right? So it just really boils down to that, right? His last name ain't even Tatum anymore. It's fucking Jason first team. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna get it done. I don't know. I don't want to say I expect another blowout, but my money on the 10 plus. So I expect us to win by the 12 to 16 range. So obviously a short line is kind of weird, kind of funky, but that's what I'm on. Nice and simple, bro.
I love it, Finesse. I'm there with you, bro. We both picked Boston to win, not just this series, but the next one too. So they got to win and not put themselves in a situation. I think the resiliency factor kicks into play too, Finesse. Like having, made all the mistakes that they made in the last round, having to go, extra game and put their back up against the wall, put them in a really tough spot in this series. If we think back about it, right? If Bobby Portis doesn't get that offensive rebound, Boston doesn't have to win 2 games in a row with their backs against the wall, and then that forces them to have a better rest advantage. With the better rest advantage, they come out and maybe they can actually close out game 1 after having such a big lead and not just kind of falling off a cliff at the end of the first half in game 1. So and
it's different now too, right? We don't have home court, so if we drop this game, it's easy to say, okay, we're going to win game 6, right? We got to grit that out, but then we go back home for game 7. We don't have that luxury. So, listening to, again, you be proud of me, you know what I'm saying? Listening to the post games, Jason Tatum, like, we know what's at stake. We know how important every single game is, and we know what's at stake. Obviously, it's the East Conference motherfucking final. So, not the same situation. That's why I expect them to take care of business, wrap it up in Boston. Crowd going to be going fucking crazy. And that's really it. So let's hear from Sosa now. Let's hear why Sosa got Boston. And it'll be a great time.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, bro. Sosa, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna come to you, Annie. I'm gonna come to BG.
Let Annie go first.
Okay, Annie.
I'm rolling this blunt. Give me 2 minutes.
Got you. Go ahead, Annie. The floor is yours, bro.
Hey Chris, what's up?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm good. I mean, I woke up today to sort of the COVID rumors and stuff, and I expected I that was the last thing I expected, and again that just goes to show that anything can happen in the playoffs, and we've already seen that with Al Horford being out, so there's no one knows who's out with COVID because I don't think they've tested yet, but like, and we don't know when they're going to come out with the news. The game's 2 hours away, so let's see what's going to happen. But it's going to be an interesting game to cap. I think it's going to be interesting. But that being said, I like the two bounce back guys today. I like Jaylen Brown and Jimmy Butler today. Jaylen Brown has scored 20 plus every time he's gone below 15 points regular season and postseason, like, together, and his average on a bounce back, and I'm taking a bounce back as scoring below 12 points, has been an average of about 23. So I'm inclined to take his current line is sitting at 24.5. So I'm inclined to take his 20. I'm inclined to take the over on that. And Jason Tatum is also. Before going to Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, obviously, we all know what he said after game 4, and like, he's going to come out pissed. He's going to come out, wanting to get, he's going to want to wreck the Celtics completely, especially being at home. So, we're obviously going to expect a good game from him. I think his line's at 23.5, which is a really low line. And considering the COVID news, like, you can't not take his over on that. Like, that's just, you got to take Jimmy's overs. And another sort of lean I have for today is Jason Tatum's over on his threes, because he's been 2 for 14 over the last 2 games. I think last 2 or 3 games. And his shot quality's been there. He's had 5 missed open threes. So I'm expecting him to have a bounce back game for his shooting, and and I think that they're going to have. I think there's going to be enough opportunity for Jason Tatum to sort of shoot his open threes, considering the way the Miami defense has been set with respect to them guarding, especially with the second unit, because Jason Tatum likes to come off and play with the second unit, as we've seen in the series as well. So I'm expecting him to go over in his threes, but that's just a lean for me. But my officials today are just Jimmy over his points and Jaylen Brown over his points, and I'm taking that in a parlay.
Okay, so Jaylen Brown over his points at 24.5.
Yeah, and Jimmy over his points, which is, I think, at 23.5 right now.
I like both of your looks. I think that I always talk about this, right? I always talk about, does this player need to do this in order for this team to win? And I do feel like, Jimmy's presence is going to be needed, because I expect Boston to come out defensively and kind of, lock down the other guys. Jaylen Brown, the bounce back, I think, is significant, but I think they got his point prop, sitting pretty sharp. Like, I think that 24.5 is razor sharp. Now, can he get 30? Yeah. But do they necessarily need him to in order for them to win? Not always, right? Like we saw last game, he shot the ball terrible, and it wasn't really needed, which is why I've been kind of like off the player props, whether it's Tatum or Brown or whoever the case might be. So I like the bounce back spot, though. I definitely like that you're kind of projecting this to happen, though, Annie, versus just going off of, what's happened recently. So good luck on your plays, bro. I hope you catch both of them.
Yeah, Chris, thank you. I also just wanted to say, like, I've been sort of off Celtic props. Like, I've been off, especially the main, like, I've been off Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum stuff, because, like, they don't need Jaylen Brown to score 30. They don't need Jason Tatum to score 30 in order for them to win, because they have Al Horford, they have, Robert Williams, they have, all their role players can, like, go off any given night. Like, Grant Williams has scored 8 threes in a game. So, like, they don't really need any of them to go off. So I've been off, but I think like it looks like a good spot. I might take his alt overs, so I might take a 22.5 or a 21.5 over, which is still at a decent price. So I might end up doing that instead. But yeah, thanks for the advice, man. That's that's a good look.
Yeah, no worries, and we don't know, man. We definitely don't know, but I appreciate you. Sharing. Hey, real quick, hey Sosa, I do want to come to you. Let me get caught up in the chat real quick. So people talking about Bam having COVID, bruh. Can you speak about whether or not Bam is out? That's what I'm hearing. So this is what I tell you guys. I don't care where the source come from. If it don't come from Woj, Sham, or Underdog, I'm not believing in any of it, and that's just me.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
A beat writer for the Heat said that shit's fake, bro, and that it's like a trainer and an assistant coach that has it. No players have it. That's what a beat writer for the Heat posted earlier this morning.
So that's what I
think it's true.
Yeah, that's what I had saw too, Jay. I had saw that it was a beat writer and an assistant coach or something. But yeah, as far as I'm not on any of that until it comes from a legitimate source. And that's why I tell y'all, man, that's why I don't get on Twitter. The people I need the notifications from, I got them set. They'll come directly to my phone, and that's how y'all get the information so quick. Is because they'll just come straight to my phone. But yeah, so don't buy into all that, man. Like,
I'll post the article up top.
My God, appreciate you, Jay. Sosa, take it away, my brother. What's going on?
What's good, guys? How's everyone doing? Finesse, Chris, Jay Jones, VG, Bomaye, Huncho, Annie. What's good with y'all?
What's up, bro?
Hope y'all are having a glorious evening. Yeah, man. I capped the game. Just my biggest thing isn't even the Jimmy. Like, Jimmy's gonna play, right? Because Jimmy's a warrior. We know he's gonna play. Will he perform? Can he perform at 100%? It doesn't look like it. Tyler Hero to me is the most important of all these questionable players.
Facts.
Because he's arguably their best scorer outside of Jimmy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He's arguably their most consistent scorer outside of Jimmy Butler, and he's one of the few players that can just shot make and play make. Like, he's one of the few guys they have that can really just get their own shot. I think he's really the biggest thing. I have Boston winning the game simply because if Tyler Hero plays, I don't think he'll be 100%. You're not just going to get over a groin injury in 48 hours.
That's a fact.
So it's a soft tissue injury. He got on a plane and went home and has to go play basketball. It ain't fixed overnight. And that's really my biggest thing. I think that his situation is the one we have to monitor the most. I do think that Boston wins the game. Obviously, Kyle Lowry, they've won all the games he didn't play. So he holds no weight in like capping the game, in my opinion. They've won all the games he hasn't played. So, like I said, just as far as matchup, one team's more healthy, and the other team's going to have players that, even if they play, aren't 100%. So I'm 100% on Boston. I think Boston wins tonight. I actually took them at -4.5.
Oh,
so
okay. So,
I know.
Hey,
people.
So you said 4.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to get that plus money, right?
Yes, correct.
Absolutely.
Correct. None of the games have been close. I know everybody's anticipating a close game. The only way this is a close game is if Miami makes it super ugly and the game is played in the 80s and 90s. If this game's played in the hundreds, they lose the game going away.
Yeah, that's
I'm on Boston 100%.
Hey, Sosa, you got any look on the total at all? I know it opened at 203. Hey, if y'all don't know, the only reason I'm asking Sosa and I'm asking some of these people I know that cap these games is because sharp minds. Sosa also got a pod out. Y'all need to check out Sosa podcast.
Yeah,
definitely go to his page.
Episode 2 tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If y'all not following Sosa, you probably just don't like sports. But if you do, you should probably follow him. Go check out his page, give him a follow. Definitely go check out his podcast. But Sosa, yeah, any look, Sosa, on the total at all? I know it opened up real low at 203.5. I think it's like 204 right now. Would you take the over? What you think?
The number is so low, and then, bro, I could see Spoelstra just doing everything in his power to just make this game as ugly as possible. I mean, like, it's. I would veer towards the under. There's so many players that are questionable, may not be available. I think Miami comes in and Miami really, really tries to just make it a gritty, ugly game, a 4-quarter ugly game. Because I think that's the only way that they could win.
Agreed. I agree with that. Yeah, just to kind of keep it close too. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, appreciate the look, Sosa.
So you don't think they've been doing that already? Like every time somebody come off a screen or a rub screen or whatever, like they beating our fucking ass.
Yeah,
we're just not getting the calls.
And I'm glad you said that too. The officiating will play a part in the game as well.
Yeah, of course, it plays a big part in the game. Yeah, because we've seen that when Boston doesn't get foul calls, they score less points because Miami needs Boston to turn the ball over and to win the points off turnovers. So if Boston can be, a little more careful with the ball, and a lot of it, if you know the game, you know that Tatum, when they're throwing crowds at Tatum, and Tatum's gonna have to play make in this game more so than any. So I actually like Tatum assist because of that. And I think Tatum comes into the game knowing that as well. If y'all got anything on that, y'all can definitely share. But I'm gonna catch up in the chat real quick. Hey, Sosa, Finesse. Somebody said, so they was talking about what Sosa said. Somebody said, the dude who tweeted that out is a fake guy. This dude, Chris Roberts or whatever, he got 300 followers.
Yeah, I put it up top. I put underdog response up top.
Oh, okay, bet. My guy. Okay, so yeah, we got Finesse gives us so much research for that, yo. He said Finesse, give us some research for that, yo. Dude in the chat says give us some research. Probably about the plus 10 Finesse. Chris Roberts, Miami Heat tested positive, unavailable at BMAT. BMAT said, shout out to BMAT in the chat. BMAT said, if underdog ain't tweeted, it ain't real. That's a fact. That's a fact, BMAT. That's what I said too. Then BMAT said, bro, Chris Roberts with 300 followers ain't a reliable source. Are y'all serious? Yeah. We not even gonna entertain it no more because I feel like it's taken away from what we really need to talk about. I don't got enough time to keep talking about it. Okay, all right, cool. Let's keep it going. VG and Honcho, I know y'all was up, and then I'm gonna come to you, Snag, and I'm gonna get the prop too. What's up, Honcho? I think you was up first, bro.
What up, though, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. How you?
Man, just got off work, man. Looking at my little sheet, trying to figure something out. It's just always all these blowouts. It's just it be making you want to cut the TV off in the first quarter.
That's a fact.
Like, it ain't get no active game that make you want to tune in on the edge of your couch. But I think I'm an official because I've been on FanDuel, and the first thing that I seen was that odds boost that said Tatum and Butler to both score 6 first quarter points. It's at plus 170. I remember if it was yesterday or the day before. I remember I did hit off his under. I feel like I am going to go off that. I don't know how Butler's going to come out there. He might come out aggressive. He may come out and, God forbid, knock on wood, he may tweak something and might come out for the rest of the game. So I'm thinking going his unders because of that. But I'm also thinking about the fact that the Heat, they may look hungry. Hero is the person we need to look at because, again, Robinson is a liability on defense. So as much offense he got, when it comes to defense, it's barbecue chicken, whoever he's going to check. So that's how I look at it with that. And I'm also looking at Horford, too. I don't know if he had, 5 and 13 last game off the top of my head, 13 rebounds. So I'm betting on him to go under 8. I think that's plus 105. I feel like if Robert Williams play along with Horford just probably going to be on the perimeter helping out on D, probably on offense trying to help him create more shots. And I'm also seeing if Boston come out with if Boston come out with Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown comes out doing what he do. Sometimes he has those first quarter spurts when he come out with like 2 threes or a 3 and one or 2 free throws, something like that. I feel like if Jaylen Brown comes out doing that, he may go for 20. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. But it's hard to point who's going to play and to see how it's going to be with that player on the court when that player is not there. For example, Marcus Smart. They did win without him, but he has that impact that you just cannot overlook when he's not on the court. So if Marcus Smart plays, I feel like Boston is going to come out with that heavy firepower. They definitely look hungry. I like both of these teams. It's kind of my favorite series right now, actually. Kind of like this better than the West, in my opinion, just because it's like, although it's blowouts in a sense, I'm seeing the defense in between both teams with Bam and everything. And if Robert Williams play, Bam gonna have to stay in the paint. Usually when Robert doesn't play, he's helping out on the perimeter as well. So it's a lot of factors we have to look at. So I'm definitely official on Horford under 8.5 rebounds. You can put me up for that. And I'm under on Brown 27.5.
So Horford under 8.5 rebounds.
Yep, and Brown under 28.5 points. I'm official on those two.
28.5.
Yep, 8.5.
No. You said Brown, Huncho. You said you're official on his what?
Oh, his points under 27.5.
Oh, 27.5. Okay,
Yep,
so you altered that line up though, right? Because I don't think he went up to...
I altered that. Even though the line looked good at 24, I just feel like he may just, have that little 25-ish game-ish, so I just altered it to his 27.
Got you. Okay. Appreciate the look, my brother. Appreciate you as always, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. I hope we all hit tonight if we need it.
Yes, sir. We definitely need it, man, especially when it's only one game. All right, cool. Let's see. VG, you next, my guy. And then Snagged and Prop God, I'm coming to y'all. What's up, V?
Hey, what up, everybody?
You got some Brooklyn love to spread?
Brooklyn love, like always, man. And my dog tonight is always Marcus Smart, man. I like this man. He's just having a phenomenal year. He's been making his imprint. I low key, I want Miami to win. You know what I mean? But I can't, I can't let that judge my capping. You know what I mean? Because I want the series to go longer. Basketball's ending. I want to see some more games. But going back to Marcus Smart, I love his PRA right now, over 22.5, man, at minus 122. Get this line while it's there, because Marcus Smart has hit this stat line, I believe, 5 at his last games. There's been a couple of games he hasn't played because he was injured, but the last 6 games that he's played officially, he's hit that 22. He's went over 22.5 PRA 5 times. So that's my official for tonight on that one. My leans, got a couple leans for y'all. I like Victor Oladipo. He's plus money around 10.5, I believe. The last time I checked, he wouldn't be that bad of a ladder, because to be honest with y'all, like I said, I always loved the defense that this series had. I felt like that canceled each other out. I felt like they had good and young players and versatile players. But at the end of the day, my question with Miami was always its offensive production. Especially when I saw, when I saw red flags when in the Philadelphia series, Tyler Heroes wasn't really going off, and I'm like, damn, he's not going off against Philly, but like Boston's gonna come with some crazy defense. You know what I mean? So that was always my concern with them, and it's kind of playing out to what it is. So guys got to step up. You know what I mean? I'm not really relying on Duncan Robinson. I'm looking more towards like Victor Oladipo, and he might get some more minutes. He might put in some points, and I feel like that's a nice little ladder. You know what I mean? That's a nice lean for me too. And then all the other defensive props that I've stated always in other spaces. You know what I mean? Like the defense is always going to be there, guys. We all know that. Like a nice little I like Tatum for a block. Robin Williams ain't up yet on FanDuel. So maybe Horford. You take Horford for a block. You take Tatum for a block. You take Marcus Smart for a steal. And who would be a good one? Somebody from the other team, just to make it balanced for a steal, and that would be a nice little 4-way parlay. That's what I would do, because I can't think of somebody from the other team for a steal right now.
Okay. Hey, I love the look VG on Marcus Smart, bro. He a dog. He typically step up in these games. PRA line sitting at 22.5. To me, that's a little too low when he could go out there and get you 20 points, bro. I love that line too. Y'all know I've been kind of off player props, but that might be my favorite one of all. Because I think if he plays, he's gonna be healthy enough to where we might be getting some value, because that line just set a tad bit too low. I love that line, VG. I love that line. I think he has a tremendous impact on this game. Okay, I like it, VG. Before I come to Snag and Prop, I do want to say, if you guys, so first thing first, excuse me, my throat messed up. If you guys go up to the top, I did just Underdog just tweeted less than a minute ago that the team held shoot around recently has been normal for them to push back from morning this season. Bam going through usual pregame workout. Still zero credibility to any sort of heat COVID outbreak rumor too. So, it's the playoffs, man. People got to conspire for some reason. That's just the way things go. But real quick, if you are in here, because I know the space just kind of filled up just a tad bit, if you're in here and you want to share your looks, use the first tweet at the top that's pinned up top to go over to the YouTube section or the excuse me, the YouTube live stream of the space where you can, tap in and talk to other people within the community, tweet out your plays, ask your questions. Real quick, Finesse. YBB, that you might like this one, Finesse. YBB said he official. He said he's unofficial. He's doing an unofficial collab with Finesse on the Celtics, so he might got y'all plus the minus the 10 too, Finesse. That's got to make you feel good, bro. Shout out to YBB. He a sharp mind, man, for sure. Also, BMAT in here. BMAT said, only way Heat win is if Strus, Robertson, Vincent go unconscious from 3 and Celtics turn the ball over like crazy. I absolutely agree with that. I think we see in the game the same way, BMAT. Appreciate you sharing that, bro. And then I got Dunk 8 points, 8 plus and 3 threes incoming. Okay. I'm not on Duncan Robinson. He's too much of an independent variable for me. Not getting the calls. Free throws went 68 to 68. Celtics 28. Heat last 2 games. Now I just mean more like the pushing and truck sticking and all that stuff that PJ Tucker be doing. But they did get the foul calls in the last game. I think the foul calls pretty much indicate how the game gonna go, because I do expect Boston to be physical with and not just settle for outside shots all the time. I expect them to attack the rim. We'll see how the calls go though. AK said, what do you think of Tatum's rebounds, assists at 11.5? Hit 5 in the last 10. I like that line, AK. I like that line a lot, especially with Robert Williams being on limited minutes. I do think that that bodes well for Tatum rebounds, and I like Tatum assist line. Like I said, I haven't played it because those at this point in the series, the lines are going to be so sharp when you've had a team play against another team so many times. But I do think that Tatum has the ball in his hands a lot, and play makes for others versus just forcing. Because I do think they're going to trap him. They're going to send the double teams at him. It's going to be up to him to get rid of the ball. A lot of the times, it might not be the pass that he makes that leads to the assist. That might be the hockey assist that leads to another assist, which is why I'm not taking it. But I do like Tatum assist today. What else we got? Somebody said if YBB on, cash your Miami bets, y'all. Let's see. Jaylen Brown rebounds been a cash cow. Yeah, Jaylen rebounds has been hitting. Completely agree with the dude who just talked FanDuel boost about a blowout game. Huge effing red flag. Victor taking hero minutes regardless. Smart shoots lights out in Miami too. Celtics team total over 102 worth a look. I like that, B-Man. I do like the Celtics to score more than 102 points. Like offensively, I just feel like they could get there. That actually might be the best look. That way you don't even have to touch the side. This is the end of Heat culture. Oh, somebody said it's over tonight. We got a nice little parlay. PJ Tucker over 4.5 rebounds. Bam over 8.5 rebounds. Jaylen Brown over under 3.5 assists. If you like that. Bad guy said, pack him up. What's up, bad guy? What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you being here, man. PJ over 7.5 plus money. Robert Williams rebounds at 6.5. That line seems low. Yeah, Brian, I like that line too. Robert Williams been rebounding the ball like crazy. The only reason the line's so low is because they don't know how many minutes he's gonna play. It's really hard to predict when that knee gonna get a little sore on him, and they're gonna have to pull him. If you watch them play, once even though he's such an impact player, he can't do but so much on that bum knee. So you don't know if that's gonna be how many minutes he's gonna play before it start to give out. But yeah, I would only look towards the over on his rebounds, especially with him being able to probably get some treatment, have a day off, only have to play a few minutes in the last game. We still got to wait for him to actually make it into this game. But yeah. YBB, any lean on a total? YBBS said, I don't know about the total. I think it's sharp, but neither will shock me. Yeah, I'm with you on that, YBB. I'm not playing the total at all. Robert Williams, 4 points in first half is free. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes. Celtics money line game total under 203. Another little parlay. So yeah, if y'all want to show y'all comments, share y'all, share y'all thoughts, ask y'all questions. There's some sharp minds over here too. It's not just me, in the Twitter space. Bobby BS is extremely sharp guy. BMAT, if y'all know, extremely sharp guy. Sid is in here again. He gave out Steph over 11.5 rebounds and assists yesterday. That was an easy cash. So yeah, definitely head over to the YouTube space if y'all want to, just just want to kind of, share a little bit more if you can, especially if you can multitask. But yeah, getting back to this, I want to get to Snag, then I want to get the prop, and then then I want to get to Albert. I know I got Albert up here too. I know he tried to connect a couple times yesterday, but it wouldn't let him up. So I want to get to him. But yeah, Snag, go ahead and take it away, my brother. Then prop, I'm coming to you.
No, I just want to say, bro, it's crazy that people believe anything on the internet, bro.
Facts, it's crazy, bro.
And I'm saying that to say, since I requested to speak, I've had like 4 or 5 people DM me a screenshot of somebody in a Discord saying that Tatum's out. If nobody verified tweets the shit, stop believing it. There's people that ain't got shit else better to do with themselves besides troll on the internet.
That's a fact.
Like, if they had COVID or Tatum was out, we would know already.
That's a fact. Yeah, nah, Snag, you right. You definitely right, bro. I don't even give it no attention. You know what I mean? I don't give it no attention, my brother. I got a look on Kyle Lowry assists. Somebody asked about. Well, I don't have a look. Somebody asked about Kyle Lowry assists. So if y'all want to talk about that, y'all can head over. I'm just tweeting that over. But yeah, appreciate. Hey, Snag, you got any officials? What you on today? You taking the night off?
No, yeah, I'm taking a day off. After Reggie Bully came back from the dead yesterday, I ain't got time to be playing around.
Hey, Snag, I thought about you, bro, because when you zigged, he zagged, and then yesterday he zagged and you zigged because you stayed off of him, man. And the boy couldn't miss a 3-pointer last night, bro. I thought about you, man.
Yesterday, I said my luck, that motherfucker 6 of them. You saw what he did.
Yes, I did, and I heard you come in here and say how much money he lost you, and that you were staying off of him because you couldn't trust him no more. And boom, bada bang, just like that, bro.
Hey, he was sitting in his space on a dummy account.
That was wild, bro. That was crazy, Snag. Yeah, but appreciate you sharing what you did, though, Snag.
Anything though, it'll be Jimmy 2 steals.
Jimmy 2 steals?
Getting out, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm gonna put you down for that. Prop God in the building. What's up, Prop?
Yo, Chris, what's going on, bro?
What's up, Brody? How you?
I'm all good. I got another one of my small same game parlay plays. I put it up top.
What you got?
It's a 2-leg. We got Marcus Smart over 4.5 assists. I do expect he'll play. If not, then of course it goes to shit. But I expect him to play today. And Tatum over 4.5 rebounds. Smart's got at least 5 assists in 17 out of his last 20 games. Tatum has got 5 rebounds in 16 out of his last 20. And those final odds are a -118. Treating like a 1-unit play.
Love it.
Today I'm making a 3-day streak with these, so trying to keep it going.
Yes, sir. I love that, Prop. I love that, bro. The likelihood of Smart not getting 5 assists is crazy, and Tatum not getting 5 rebounds is a little crazy too. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, let's just say I like that one. I endorse that a lot. Prop got a telegram for you guys as well, just in case you didn't know. I would definitely recommend going over there. Baseball plays, basketball plays. He doing ice hockey, sumo wrestling, you name it, bro. He on everything. So shout out to Prop, man. Go the telegram free.
Smart just got ruled in too.
Yes, sir. I love to see it. I needed to hear that.
Got me official on the assist.
Yes, sir. Them PRA's probably gonna go up too. So if you want to take them at 22.5, you might want to go ahead and put that one in too. And Hero just got ruled out. Oh
my God.
Yes, sir. Oh, I needed it. I needed to hear it. Yes. Man, I'm glad I put that ticket in real quick. Y'all better run the BetMGM if y'all got it, man. That's gonna be the best place you're gonna be able to get it.
9-minute Uber, you good.
Kyle Lowry is in. Robert Williams just got ruled in. Did I hear that? Yeah. Did I see Robert Williams? Yeah, Robert Williams is in. Hero out. Kyle Lowry is in. PJ Tucker in. Strus is in. Gabe Vincent is in. Man.
Boston 10+, bro. Put that fucking ticket in right now.
Yeah, it could get a little crazy tonight, man. It could definitely get a little crazy. This do make me like on the Miami side. It do make me like Jimmy a little bit more though. His points probably gonna move up from 23.5. He's gonna have to play more minutes, but he is still injured. We never gonna know how injured he actually is. So that's why I told you guys. I said that if you like him, if you like Boston, go ahead and put the ticket in now. I try to make that obvious in the beginning. If you like him, put the ticket in now because it was gonna definitely gonna move the line. And then when you take out Tyler Hero, it's definitely gonna move the line even more now too. But go ahead, Sosa. Back to Sosa.
I know Team was going to say. All I was going to say was, what does Victor Oladipo's number go to now?
It's got to go to at least, 16 and a half, 17 and a half, I would think. Which y'all think?
I think 16 and a half sound right. I'll look that shit up right now, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to eyes.
It's still a 12 and a half on FanDuel right now.
Oh, you got to smash that.
I know that
12 and a half
Marcus
right
Smart
now.
assist just went from plus 124 to plus 126. I definitely took that. They tripping, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay,
They tripping.
yeah, you got to. I think you got to look at Victor Oladipo, especially being back at the crib. If not him, then who? Because the minute's gonna be there. Like, yeah. But yeah, team, go ahead. I want to get the team real quick, and we're gonna keep it moving. But it is important that we kind of stop and collectively brainstorm. When we get this news. So I appreciate y'all for sharing that. And
especially my Victor Oladipo ladder that I was mentioning.
Right, for sure.
That shit even looking better.
For sure, VG. For sure, bro. Team, floor yours though, bro. Go ahead. How you doing today, man? What's up?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm doing real good. Being that I put that ticket in already, I might put a little something extra on it now, though.
No, that sounds. Yeah, I think I'm still kind of torn between who's going to win this game. It's pretty close, honestly. But with Hero out, I think Boston might take it.
Okay, you playing it? What you playing? You playing anything?
No, I'm not playing moneyline. I played Jimmy Butler's points because he was talking about that he got to be a little bit more aggressive. I know he has a little hurt knee, but he's the only one that's really like aggressive and gets to the free throw line. I think the free throw line is very high. He's the only one that I know that's like will get to the free throw line and get at least 10 free throws this game. So I played laddered his points.
Okay, you laddered Jimmy points. You took him at 23 and a half. What'd you take him up to? 30, 35?
I took him up to 40.
Oh, okay. Jimmy to 40. Okay.
Yeah, so I took him up to 40, and then I wanted to take Oladipo, but they had his points earlier today at like negative, like I think negative 110 at 11 and a half, and then I wanted to ladder that, but his 20 was plus 560, but I know it's a lot better now. But I'm torn between him and Max Strus because I know he also had a bad game last game.
Okay.
So I would say it's a lean on Oladipo's ladder, and then I played Max Strus like regular points line.
Strus over what you get? What he was at 13 and a half or 12 and a half?
He was at 11 and a half.
Oh, 11 and a half. Okay.
Yeah, I got him at 11 and a half plus 102.
Okay. I like that look, especially being back at the crib. Yeah, I like Strus, especially without Tyler Hero. He gonna get even more minutes. And I think I just feel I know Spo trusts him. Spo trusts him a lot. So I think the volume will be there as long as he can make his wide open shots or his shots in general.
Yeah, his shots in general.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate the luck, Shane. Hope you cash him, bro. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Albert, I think it might be your first time up, Albert. I think you tried to connect yesterday, but yeah, feel free to come off mute, man. Share your play or a question or anything you got.
Hey, Chris, thank you for having me. Yes, I tried connecting yesterday, but I was having some kind of issues over here on my end. The only thing that I wanted to focus on was Marcus Smart. I don't know if you ever had an ankle injury, brother, but you cannot recover in a week. There's just no way. I believe Celtics will be making a big mistake if they even give him a couple of minutes. They can't do that. I say, keep in mind, 3 out of the last 4 games have been decided by double digits. So they are better off having Marcus Smart sit on the bench and play their bench. I think they will have a shot at it. Otherwise, if they play Marcus Smart today, Boston will lose big. I say Miami will win by double digits today, fellas. That's my take on the game. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry, but I think that's what's going to happen.
So you think Boston a better team without the defense player of the year?
Well, yes, because nobody recovers in a week by an ankle injury. You can't have an ankle injury and expect to play basketball. Those two don't go well together. I'm sorry. They just don't. They're going to be making a big mistake. I say they sit him out and get him ready for Game 7 and let him recuperate. He's got a big heart. He brings a lot of energy. Yes, he's a hell of a defensive player, but you cannot play 100 like that. You're just going to be taken away from the Celtics if they put him in. There's no way. You sit out Marcus Smart and you play your bench. Miami Heat plus 10 points today, baby, all day long. That's all I got to say. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've been doing very good these playoffs. That's all I got to say. Thanks for having me, Mr.
Yes,
Chris.
sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you sharing the looks, bro. I think to rebuttal to that, Albert, I think there's a happy median in Marcus Smart going out there and being impacted by the ankle and being pulled, right? Like he could tell Udoka, all right, this ain't working, right? And then sit down if he's impacting the team in a negative way. You know what I mean? If it's to that angle, almost kind of like Robert Williams. Like we saw Rob, if you watched the game last game, Robert Williams, started the game. He looked a little ginger, but he was playing through it. And then you saw it kind of pick up, and then they pulled him out and then put him back in. So I think we could kind of see that again today, Albert. That's my only rebuttal for you.
Yes, and I respect that. And I also got to say that, Tatum stepped up big after having a crappy day, game 3. I think he went like 3 for 14, had 6 turnovers. But that's because also his buddy, Marcus Smart, went down. I don't blame him. He rebounded game 4, but how long can they keep up winning without Smart? I don't think he's 100. I think Boston Celtics will lose big tonight, fellas. And you're hearing it from a Boston Celtic fan.
Ooh, okay.
Nah,
hey.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
If you look at my Facebook page, you'll see Boston Celtics as my profile page, baby.
Word.
Celtics fan. I've been following them for many years, but I just don't feel like they're gonna win today. I think they're gonna lose big today.
Hey, I hope you're wrong on that, Albert. I appreciate your input, Albert, but I definitely hope you're wrong because I just put some cash on the Celtics. Okay. So, but I hope,
brother, I want everybody to win. And
yes, sir.
Make some money. I'm just saying, I respect everybody's opinion.
Nah, for sure, me too.
I love your podcast, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hey, so Albert, before you drop, real quick, did you have any official plays on the game? Like, did you put money on the Heat or no?
I'm actually on my way to the casino now to put $1,000 on Miami Heat.
Oh, yes. you gonna take them on the spread or you gonna take them on the money line?
No, I'm taking them minus 10 points on the alternative line.
Oh, so you go? Oh, okay. Yes. Hey, bro.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Okay.
3 out of the last 4 games have been decided by double digits. I think this is going to be another one without Marcus Smart.
Hey.
If Tatum has a bad day like he did game 3, this is going to be a blowout by Miami Heat. There's no way it's going to be a 3-point difference.
Oh man, I hope you're wrong, Albert. But I appreciate the take, Albert. I hope you're wrong. I hope you don't make it to the casino. I hope you just get a call and got to turn around and go home so you don't lose your money either.
Okay, well, we'll just have to see what happens. But good luck. But thank you anyways, Mr. Chris.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, for sure. I appreciate you being up here, man, for sure. That's a nice one. I love the contrarian looks. Albert, for sure, bro. Good luck, man.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I just know that Marcus Smart, he brings a lot of energy. He's a leader. He's a motivator. The guy's got a big heart. That's not going to get you. That's not going to get you a W today if you have a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
And nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much dope they shot this guy up with. Nobody recovers in less than a week.
Yeah.
No, he shouldn't even be questionable. He should be just sitting out, period. And hopefully he's ready to go by 7, which I even doubt he'll be ready to go by game 7.
He's playing, bro. He's playing.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah. We're gonna see. Hey, Albert, tap back in tomorrow. Tap back in tomorrow, Albert. We gotta do a recap tomorrow, man.
You already know. I'll be right here, baby.
Yes,
thank you very much,
yes, sir. Have a good night, man. Have a good night, Albert. YBB, I want to come to you real quick, YBB, because I know you up here. I respect everything that you do in the gambling, not even in the gambling Twitter community, but everything you do in the gambling community and the trends and the data that you end up finding, bro. So if you got anything, YBB, I definitely want to give you the floor. And then Demon Time, I want to hear from you as well. YBB, take it away, bro.
What's up, man? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good, loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want to say the beauty in betting is sometimes there's disagreements to be made. So, you know what? I respect the last gentleman coming on here and giving his take on the Heat.
Yes, sir.
There's a little bit of merit for that. I mean, the Heat.
That was you yesterday, right, YBB? That was you yesterday when everybody was on Golden State and you was on the Mavs, right?
Well, I was on Mavs and the over. I got a lot of heat. I got more heat for the over, actually. Everyone thought that the game was going under because Dallas was more often, they're an under team, but neither here nor there.
Right.
Today, it's a new day, and this is where I'm at, man. Like, if we look at the dynamics of last game, right? The Heat, they score 11 first quarter points, and that was pretty much it. That was, their downfall was basically how they started. But as the game went on, they actually shot better from three than the Celtics. They got more field goal attempts than the Celtics. They turned the ball over fewer times than the Celtics. They had more points off turnovers than the Celtics. That's unfortunate for them in this spot because the Celtics can only clean that up, in my opinion. And they won that last game without Marcus Smart. He didn't even need to come in. Now today, series is tied 2-2. And if you look at playoff history in the database, series tied 2-2, and we got tight spreads for road teams in the playoffs. They're 8-2 ATS. I like that trend to support the Celtics. I like the fact that the Celtics are a perfect 9-0 ATS with tight spreads, +3 to -3. They went on to win those games by about 17 points on average. Teams coming off a playoff game in which they were which they out-rebounded their opponents by at least 20 rebounds. They went 9-1 ATS with the average win margin of 13.1 points. And then something that kind of plays a little bit of a factor here, it's going against the Heat, is that in the playoffs, these teams that are averaging 10-plus turnovers in their last 3 games and they're home dogs in a series greater than 5, they're just 3-18 straight up, 5-15 ATS. Over the past couple seasons, those teams went on to go 0-7 straight up, 0-7 ATS.
Hey, YBB, can you say that one more time? Can you say it one more time? I'm sorry. Just a stat.
So in the playoffs, teams averaging 10-plus turnovers in their last 3 games. The Heat fit that script.
Okay.
That's basically gathering your last 3 games in a playoff series where you committed at least 10 turnovers.
Okay.
That 4th game, these guys are going 3-18 straight up, 5-15 ATS. I like the betting angle here for the Celtics. I'm sorry. And I got them early at -1.5. I post a lot of early trends on my Patreon. I try to target everything as early as I can. I see the line is at +3, or I'm sorry, it's at 3.5 now at some spots. I think that line now is accurate. I don't see an edge or anything necessary to go put all your money on Boston. I think if you got in early, you're good. But at this point, I mean, I see reason for the Heat to play like they're in desperation mode. It's easy to forget that they're the number 1 seed, and it's easy to remember how Boston Celtics played. I have a small play here, just a 1-unit play on the Celtics. That's my only play of the day, but I'm not going crazy. I have no Maxwells, no locks, nothing like that. I just think that the trends align and they're all in favor of the Celtics. So yeah, give me the Celtics today, and I wouldn't be shocked if it's a tighter game than some are anticipating.
What you play, YBB? Did you play the spread?
Yeah, I played the spread, but again, I got it in early. I got Celtics ATS. I'm not usually a money line player or a backer, especially when it comes to favorites. Especially this playoffs. These teams are 73-10 ATS. Just the winner. That's almost 90% hit rate right there. So just play these teams on the spread.
Okay. You say you got it early, YBB. Did you get it at -1.5?
Yeah, I got -1.5.
Nice. Okay. Nice. So, okay.
I targeted it like literally the day of too. Like I saw it. When I watch these games, I'm like, I already know what I'm going to bet the following game. You can already kind of tell, like, snowball effect. But in my head, I knew, or I didn't know, but I assumed Marcus Smart was going to come back, especially with a tied series. So, yep.
Yeah.
I'm on the Celtics today. And, but just small, man. I mean, it's betting. Shit happens, You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. YBB. I like that you come in and you kind of bring the energy back down in the room and make it more neutral. I like that because I think people were about to go crazy on Boston because, we kind of got excited without Tyler Herro being in, but, they're number 1 seed for a reason, like you said, and we can't, especially if you're getting the worst of the line too. So, always.
I also want to mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
Without Tyler Herro, the bench kind of it depletes a little bit, but Oladipo, man, that guy is. I mean, I'm not really a player prop guy, but I do think that Oladipo is going to get his tonight. He was their best player last game, and I mean, it's possible that he's their best player again tonight. with the main focus, of course, going to be on Jimmy Butler. But yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty conservative bettor. You know, I don't go crazy with plays or anything like that. Maybe 1 to 3 plays a day, generally speaking. But I see no reason to go crazy on either side of the spectrum here. If you like the Heat, go ahead and take them. I mean, they're a great home team. But personally, on a personal note, yeah, I'm going with the Celtics today. I think that they get it done. I think trends favor them, and they're in a prime position to get it done, especially you know, with Williams and Smart being ruled in. So I like the Celtics today. Now, at the current number, I'm not too sure. I don't know. I have no opinions. And I mean, I think if you like them, you probably take them now because that line can probably get steamed even more. But
yeah, that's a fact.
We'll see.
That's a fact. YBB, you got a lot of love in the chat, man. Said fire in the YBB Patreon. Somebody else just said YBB with a bunch of exclamation points. Appreciate you being here, YBB. I love the insight, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know, gambling Twitter, it's hard to get a lot of love. What I remember in gambling Twitter is you're always you're gonna remember. I try to tell cappers this all the time too. You'll always be remembered for your bad days, but never your bright days. So it's all the cappers out there. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, and you know what? Just do you.
That's a fact, YBB. Appreciate you, bro. Anytime you can come on, you definitely got a spot up here. For sure. I love the trends in the data. I love that you're contrarian. I love that you stick to your unit size and that you're disciplined. We got a lot of similarities, bro, for sure. Thank you, YBB. Appreciate you being here. Love the insight. Let's keep it going. Demon Time, I want to come to you. Then we got Matt in the building. So I definitely want to get to Matt as well. Demon Time, how you see this game going, though, man? What's up? How you doing today?
Yo, what's up? So I came in late, so I didn't really get a chance to hear what most people were saying. But game 4, I saw a real big change when they started Robert Williams and Al Horford, and they were kind of giving Miami Heat hell with that lineup. And there's a couple things I'm looking at here. You know, they out rebounded them. I think it was 60-39 in that last game. So I think with having Horford and Williams on the court at the same time, like that brings a whole different dynamic to this game. I think that I forgot who was saying something about if Marcus Smart plays or not, that, you know, if they play, they're going to lose. But the reality is, like, if he's struggling just a little bit, like, they're just going to pull him and put Derek White back in the game and run with that lineup that they got.
Yeah.
Someone was calling me. I don't. That's a big problem. I'm looking at a couple things, and on Bovada, I'm seeing Jimmy Butler's PRA at, where'd he go? At 35.5, which is pretty low. And then the thing that really sticks out is his threes made on Bovada is 0.5. And that's at minus 186. I don't remember the last time in this series or even the playoffs where he had less than 2 threes made. So that being posted at 0.5 is kind of a tell sign of maybe the books knowing more than we do, like how injured Jimmy is. You know, this line was at 1.5. It went to 2. I got it at 2. I'm officially on Boston Celtics minus 2. It's a 5-unit play for me.
Jesus. Okay.
And I just think that in that game, you know, they were up like 30 at one point, but instead of bringing Jason Tatum like out to the bench and those guys, they kept the players in for a while just to kind of like put a dagger in their hearts a little bit. And I think, you know, the Tyler Hero injury, I don't think that's too significant. I mean, the line had moved to 3.5 before that announcement, so I don't think that that's much. But the way I'm looking at this game right here is I think that the Heat are going to zone in a lot on Tatum, seeing as how he went off last game, which is going to make him more of a facilitator. Jaylen Brown is someone who I'm really looking at tonight because I'm looking at his PRA. In this series, his points and rebounds alone have gone double digits every single game except for the last one, which was 9. The other ones were 13, 11, and 10. So Jaylen Brown's PRA at 34.5 looks good to me. I think he's going to have a big night. I think that's the guy who's going to be fed the ball a lot, especially like we're not sure how healthy Marcus Smart is. But, given the fact that Tatum lit them up last game, I think this is one of those big games for Brown. I think it was the game before last where he went off for like 40 points. I'm not going to say he's going for 40 points, but the PRA at 34.5, that's official for me at 2 units. I'm also taking his threes made over 2.5. That's official for 2 units. And then I'm rolling with the Boston Celtics team total. I actually have it at over 103.5, which I'm fine with. I think that Boston scores upwards of 110 or 111 this game. And I think it will be a closer game. I'm leaning towards the over, although it's not an official play. I do like Boston to get over 103.5 points. What I saw in that last game with the 2 bigs in, it was the first time that Robert Williams played in this series, and it completely changed everything, I think, for that team. I think that, if for any reason Marcus Smart is not able to play, I love the way that Derek White handled the rock. I love the way he facilitated. He was really poised. And, I get that game was in Boston, but I think right now we're going to see a Boston team highly motivated to snatch home court back and roll tonight. So official 5-unit Boston Celtics -2, Jaylen Brown PRA over 34.5, Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes made, and then Boston Celtics team total over 103.5. The only one that's 5 units is the Celtics. The other ones are 2 units.
Yeah, them a lot of units you got out there tonight, my brother. Hey, but good luck, Demon. I hope you cash in, man.
Yeah, it's just how I've been rocking throughout the playoffs. Like my main play's been like a 5-unit play, and I think out of the plays that I've given you, I'm not even sure what my record is of that, but I think I lost like maybe one of the bets that I gave you so far. I'd have to look at it, but I just got a really good feeling about Boston tonight, and I'm going heavy on them.
Okay. So you got hey, my guy Jay Money is in the house. What's up, Jay? If you got anything, Jay, you want to share on this game, my brother, definitely request up. I'll get you up here. But Demon Time, you said you got Boston -2. You got Boston team total over 103.5. Then you got Jaylen Brown PRA.
Yeah, PRA over 34.5.
Okay, and then what else?
And then Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes made. I think this is a big Jaylen Brown night and a controlling Boston win. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout, but I think they win by 9 to 12 points.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate you sharing those, Demon. Good luck, bro. Good luck. I do. Not for sure. I do want to make sure I just say this too, man. People come in here and talk about Demon. Just kind of came in here and talked about units. Y'all don't just because Demon said he playing 5 units, don't mean you have to play 5 units. YBB just said that he was playing treating it as a 1-unit play. He on Boston tonight too, but you definitely don't. You pick and decide. All this is just to share information. You got to figure out how much y'all want to play on the actual bet yourself if you like it. You might be on the opposite side and don't like it at all. But yeah, I did just want to make sure I pointed that out. Matt, I know you've been in here for a minute. Let me come to my guy Matt. What's up, Matt? How you doing, bro?
Chris, how we doing, man? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You good too? I can hear you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm wearing some headphones, so I just wasn't sure. So
they green, Matt? You got green headphones on, Matt?
No.
I'm messing with you.
The old wired Apple headphones, believe it or not. So I'm like, man, these are a little funky. But yeah, I didn't know if they were still in working or not. Cord's a little suspect. I think that one of the dogs got a hold of this thing. Either that or the kid. There's teeth marks all over it. So you just never know. Yeah, finally we got the news early enough we could do something with it. Udoka just said that Williams is not going to be on a minutes restriction, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't think he was playing him with any minutes restriction anyway, but like you mentioned, it's just about his knee and how it holds up. But I think at 6-1 for his double-double is a good little value there. We shall see. Oh, what just happened? It just pulled out of my slip. I was kind of building it out. I'm kind of on the same train as you guys. I'm feeling the Celtics. Too many things are going their way with the injury report here. Outside of a couple quarters, we've all talked about that. They are taking care of business, and even though Hero hadn't had the best series, we all know that they do game plan for him. So trying to think here. I'm going to finalize a couple looks. I'm on Gabe Vincent threes. That was even before the Hero news. I like his spot in the rotation as an off piece here. Lowry can definitely find him as kind of that two guard. Even Oladipo can, and I think most of his looks will be. I like him to take 5 threes tonight, and I'm hoping he can hit 3 of them. It's pretty juicy. 2's plus money, so I think that's a good little look. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out where some extra value is. Bam, we talked about the last game. Bam's prices were super inflated coming off that big game. And then, we weren't going to take them. Now they've come back down to earth. It's like another one of those things like, hey, is it right now in the market to come back in on some Bam props now that they've normalized again? And I'm tempted. I know, the Rob Williams matchup's tough for him, but I don't know. There's a couple more looks I'm kind of finalizing here. I am not going anywhere near like a 40-40 game and all this like wild stuff. I can't trust Jimmy until I see it. I'm okay not cashing a Jimmy Butler 35-point night ticket tonight. After that last performance, I do expect the Heat to fight all the way to the end and make it tough. But it's just one of those games. I'm not wasting any money on it until I see that he has the bounce and the explosiveness again. Left a lot of stuff short of the rim, and I feel like I've talked enough. There's some sharp people out here. Jay's got to say, props, got to say, all these people, but yeah. For official, you can put me down for 2 and 3 threes for Gabe Vincent.
2. Okay, so 2 plus. I had put down a ladder for you, Matt.
It's like I put in the cord. It's a step stool because it's only 2 legs. You got nowhere to go after.
Got you. Okay,
yeah. You take 4. So.
Yeah, I'll leave it like that then. I'll definitely leave it like that. Okay, appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate you for sure.
What up, my guy?
Jay, money is money. What's going on, my guy? How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm doing great, man. The Mavs, they finally got one.
Yes, sir. I was on them last night, Jay.
Yeah, I was able to get some money back from me losing them in Game 3, so it's a good day, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of. It's a tough game tonight, man, but I know this is obviously just one game on the card, so this is the type of game where you really dive deep into props. So I feel like this is where obviously your show is going to pop every day, but just one game with a ton of props. These are really the days where your show come to fruition, bro. So I like what you're doing here. I like how everybody get to touch, you know what I'm saying, and let them know, let everybody know what they're betting, and you do the sheet after the show too, bro. So I like what you're doing here. It's only gonna get bigger, my guy. But I'm just tuning in to see what props y'all liking. It's Celtics or nothing for me. I think the Celtics gonna get this win. I think the line is all over it. I think the odds makers are kind of telling you that who's the right side in this game. Obviously, you see them Game 1 and Game 2 as the underdogs. Now Game 5, they come out open as a 1.5 point favorite, and that's with Smart and Williams being questionable. So I think the odds makers are telling us here that the Celtics are the right side today, and I think they're gonna win the series too, Chris.
Yeah, Jay. We talked about it. We chopped it up about it, Jay. I'm on Boston too, man. I picked them to win the series as well. So like I listened to your show earlier too, Jay. At this point in time, it's the best of a best of a 3-game series. So, one of these teams gonna have to win 2 games. And I think, we got the news now, Jay, without Tyler Hero. Of course, we know what that does to Miami's offense. They are back at the crib though, after getting punched in the mouth, Jay. And I know, Jay, you are sharp better. You don't mind being contrarian, and I'm with you. I'm getting there too. I don't mind being contrarian. Yesterday, I know a lot of people wasn't on the Mavs. And we talk about the zigzag a lot too, Jay. So the team that gets punched in the mouth, Jay, I'm interested to hear from you. The team that get punched in the mouth in the last game typically come out with a little more, right? Especially being at the crib tonight. So, Jay, did you do anything officially with that first quarter? Because I low key wanted to sprinkle on, Miami to cover the first quarter at least. What are you thinking about that?
If I'm taking first quarter, it's definitely the Heat, bro. You're right there with it. In the playoffs, it's all about motivation. You likely want to ride the team that's coming off the loss, especially when they're going back to the house. We saw the Heat aren't even really strong road teams, but we see what they did in Game 3. So they really should bounce back here at the house today. It's just that, especially with all of these guys being injured, I know that Hero's out, but PJ Tucker's banged up, Jimmy Butler as well, and Kyle Lowry. So I feel like if you like the Heat, you want to take them early, and then possibly for a full game-wise, those injuries could start nagging. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is that hamstrings start to tighten up over there, and they're a little bit older guys as well. So if I like the Heat, I like them first quarter. That's the only way that I look. And if I'm betting the first quarter, that's the only way I look as well, the Heat first quarter. But over the course of the full game, the Celtics should get it done in this one. But like I said, you watched the show, Chris. That's what I'd be looking at, the Heat to bounce back in first quarter and then Celtics full game. But I didn't place the Heat first quarter, though.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Jay. I couldn't do it either because, like you said, Tyler Hero is such a big, and that's why I kind of waited too, Jay. Because I agree with you on the low.
Shoot around,
Yeah.
They had no shoot around too. I didn't like that.
Yeah, but
Celtics had a shoot around, but he didn't.
Right. No, I agree on that, Jay. But then also, when you think about first quarter, the end of the first quarter is when Tyler Hero gonna be in the game, right? So if you don't got Tyler Hero, at the end of the first quarter, then you're relying on Miami's bench players that's not named Tyler Hero to be able to make sure that they cover that first quarter, right? So that was one of the reasons too, Jay, why I kind of stayed off. Perspective wise, Jay, because I just while you up here, I want to get your thoughts. What perspective wise for this one, Jay? We've kind of seen one team punch, the other team punch, and the punches are haymakers, right? And they typically land because both most of these games have been blowouts one way or another. So Jay, I'm curious because we've seen that kind of back and forth between the two teams, right? Whether it's game 1, the Celtics come out punch first, then Boston. The Celtics come out punch first, and then Miami punch back, and they win the second half because they dominate the third quarter. The Celtics come back out game 2, they do the same thing, and then it's been going back and forth. So Jay, I'm curious to know your thoughts on this one. How do you see this game? I know we talked about first quarter already, but do you see this one being tight? Like, do you see this one being the first game that, maybe no team gets a 15-point lead or, a 12 or 13-point lead and kind of, what's your take on that, Jay?
That is a good point, and we've been seeing a lot of blowouts in this playoffs. Even in the zigzag, we'll see teams bouncing back in a heavy way. Tonight, I do see it being a little bit closer, just for the simple fact that obviously, so you got Smart playing, but we know that he won't be at 100%. You see what I'm saying? And like you said, it has been a zigzag series, and that's another reason why I'm not too huge on this game. Because on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat did tough this one out at the house. I believe they've only been home underdogs 5 times this season, and they're 4-1 in their role. So they love being dogs, and they love playing at the house of the underdog role. I just know that Game 5 is also a very pivotal game in the series, and usually the winner of Game 5 wins the series. And I've been a heavy backer that the Celtics going to win this series. That's why it has to be Celtics or nothing for me in this series. They're still favored -185 to win the series, and that's also why I believe they're favored to win today. So I definitely think it'll be a closer game, but I expect the Celtics to come out on top, my brother.
Yes, sir. Love the looks, Jay. If y'all don't know, man, Jay do a show every day, 1:00 Eastern. Click on the page on his profile, and go follow him on YouTube, man. He also got the shirts. I got a couple Jay Money is Money shirts. Let's get some cash. Us against the bookies. Jay a goat, man. He a goat in the in the gambling Twitter community. Not even just the gambling Twitter community, but in the basketball community in general, basketball gambling community. So appreciate you being here, Jay. Love the insight, bro. Absolutely love the insight. Glad you could stop by today, my brother.
As always, Chris. Yeah, I appreciate you for getting the shirts. I'm finna go put your shirt on tonight, man. In cash, real quick, man. Y'all know, yeah, y'all miss holla at Chris for them shirts as well. He's gonna be on my show as well plenty of times. You came on there 2-3 times already. Can't wait to have you again. And yeah, I'm just gonna listen from here on out, so you can bring some other people. But I appreciate y'all. And anybody that's ever followed me, it's all love, man. We're trying to get some cash and smack them bookies up every day. I hope y'all take them bookies to Smack City.
Yes, sir, Jay. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you for sure. NBA props. I want to come to you real quick. And then Fat Boy Fat back up here. I'm interested to hear what he got. He probably got a little parlay for us too. Want to get to the Angle House and the Angle Hunter, and then Canadian Cam. I want to get to you too. NBA props. Take it away, my brother. How you feeling today?
Not bad, Chris. How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna run back that Gabe Vincent. I'm gonna have to co-sign with Matt on that one. He tipped me just before I was gonna come up and talk about Gabe. Ran it back last Monday. It was essentially like a free roll. It was over 1.5 threes for +170. It's not as juicy today, but a +155 on Bet Rivers. I'm taking that. Obviously took this the other night on Game 4. It was a massive sweat. And he was 0 for 5 heading into the fourth quarter. But once he hits those 20 minutes, I don't know what it is. He managed those 2 threes back to back in a span of like above a minute. So he seems to be hitting that in this playoffs again. No hero. So I got to run it back at +155. And again, same thing with Matt. I'm on that Gabe Vincent 3 threes. Again, not so much of a ladder, but I'll take what they can give me. Right now, well, I'd have taken it at +570 on FanDuel, but I think right now it's around the 400. They'd still take that 3 threes. He's hit that in both games against Boston at home. So I'm on that as well, but officially I'm on that +155 over 1.5 threes at the crib tonight. Unless we get some Caleb Martin numbers, which I don't assume we have yet, because that was another spot that I liked back in Game 4. And if those numbers aren't really inflated based on the garbage time that he went off late in that game, that's my only official today.
Gabe Vincent over the 1.5 threes. I like NBA prop and good call, NBA. You was on I know you was on Caleb last game and he absolutely cashed. I don't think anybody. I know you was the first person to give it out. I know a lot of people ended up tailing that. So shout out to you, NBA prop, for dropping that in here, bro, for sure.
Cheers, brother. Best of luck to everybody out here tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here, NBA props, as always, my brother. Fat Boy Fat, let's come to you, and then let's get to Angle Hunter.
Yo.
What's going on, bro? You live?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I've been listening to everybody, bro. I've been itching to get on here because I swear every time somebody say, I got the Celtics, everybody on the Celtics tonight, bro. I'm on the Heat. I don't want the points. I want the money line. Feel me? I don't want no points. I'm on the Heat tonight. Everybody overreacting to Tyler Hero, to be honest. He's an important part. But the Heat are the number 1 seed for a reason. And they're going back home. People talk about Jimmy Butler's injury and all this. Bro, it's tough. That Heat team is tough. People counted them out in 2020 and before the bubble, which I had them going to the finals anyways. Before the bubble, they was too tough. Again, all these people betting on the Celtics today, I got one prop parlay for y'all, including with the Heat money line. I like Jason Tatum at 6 rebounds. I think his line moved to 7.5, though. I'm not sure. I bet my shit early. I bet it early. I took Jason Tatum at 6 rebounds. Miami Heat money line. I took Jimmy Butler at 6 rebounds. I took PJ Tucker to score a 3-pointer, and I took Jimmy Butler to score 20 points. I laddered it down. I had to, just off the fact that ain't no telling what type of game it's going to be. It could be a close game. It could be a blowout. You feel me? And those odds were plus 775 odds.
Say it one more time real quick, Fat Boy Fat. You got Tatum over 5.5 rebounds with the Heat money line.
And I got Jimmy Butler over 5.5 rebounds. I got PJ Tucker over 0.5 3-pointers. And I got Jimmy Butler scaled down to 20 points, so basically over 19.5. Everybody got him projected going under. So shit, I'm gonna rock with the 20. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna probably drop 100 on it. That'd probably be the only thing I play, because I feel like if the Heat win, everything that I put down is gonna happen. PJ Tucker at home, he's gonna play good defense on Tatum, which people underrate him for. You can go check stat news. And this season, including this playoffs, every possession that Tucker has guarded Tatum only has scored 15 points, excluding last game, because I haven't looked at it again. But before last game, out of 127 possessions, he's only scored 15 points on PJ Tucker.
Okay.
And that's a fact. And I seen dude earlier, I think it was Jake, he said that the Heat didn't have a shoot-around. The underdog thing right here said the Heat held a team shoot-around recently, and it has been normal for them to push it back from morning this season. So I believe the Heat are going to be at home. They're going to be hungry. They're going to punch first, and they're going to keep punching. And I feel like too many people's on the Celtics tonight, and they're going to get. I feel like this is going to end up being bad for Celtics bettors. Nobody, no shade to anybody who got the Celtics, because it can go any way, the way the series has been going. But I feel like if the series goes 7 games, that's when we're going to get the close game. You feel me?
Right.
I feel like that's when the game is going to be close, like real close. You know what I'm saying? Tight and all that. I don't feel like we're going to have no good game. We can have a good game tonight or game 7. Because if Heat win tonight, game 6 is not going to be good. But if they lose, I take that back. If Heat lose, game 6 is going to be good, bro. Like, real good. Because I just see this series going 7. I had Heat in 7 from the beginning of the series. I just like the Heat, bro. I like them.
Okay.
Celtics tough, but they banged up, bro. Both teams banged up, but I just feel like the Heat got them, bro. They just more tough. They just more tough. They just a tough ass team, bro. Tough ass team.
Hey, good luck. Good luck, my
ahead.
brother. Good luck, man. I love the contrarian look, man. I absolutely love the contrarian look.
You gotta hear me out though, bro. Like, be honest. This is the first, like, official, I can say, like, real tough series that Celtics has been in. Other than last year, or I think the year before, I don't know, but you seen what happened last time. The Heat won in 6 games inside the bubble. I don't expect a repeat, just off the fact that the home crowd is going to be there for game 6 in Boston to support them so they can force a game 7. I just think Heat winning 7. You can mark me down for that shit too.
I like it. Okay.
I got Heat in 7.
Okay.
Heat 7 or 6, whatever. I got Heat. Heat versus Warriors, NBA Finals. I already, you know what I'm saying? It's already been set in stone since the conference finals started. I just knew it was going to happen because everybody was on the Celtics. I didn't like it.
Got you. Okay. Hey, we gonna see what happens. Like you said, we just all up here forecasting and kind of projecting what we think will happen. Just because you're on the opposite side don't mean you wrong. So we'll see what happens.
Damn, you going for the Celtics?
Oh yeah, I'm on the Celtics, bro. I just don't. I think you make some some valid points, and I know a lot of people think that the Boston, the people taking Boston, I feel like the Miami
70% is on Boston's
Right, and sometimes the public gonna be right. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the public just gonna be right. I think the Tyler Hero news is humongous. I think Boston had. I think Boston coming into the series was gonna win the series because they had more offense. And I think Miami struggles to score the ball, especially when Boston can switch everything. And when you take away Tyler Hero, somebody that scores the ball at an elite level for them, to me, that only makes me want to back Boston even more, even though I put my ticket in before. You know what I mean? I just think Boston got dogs, just like Miami got dogs. And defensively, they're both really good. But give me Boston offense. And especially when they got Robert Williams and Marcus Smart, they 25-4, with both of them in the lineup. So we like I said, we're gonna see what happens.
Let me ask you this: is Marcus Smart?
I think he'll be enough of himself to.
I don't think he's gonna be Marcus Smart, bro. You see how he twisted his ankle? Only reason why he came back in that game was just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it was a must win, and I guess I don't know why the fuck he came back, but that's it. He came back and they didn't even need them. They didn't even really need Marcus Smart. But I just feel like
you making my point. You making my point, fat boy. They won the last game without him.
They don't need Marcus Smart. Honestly, they don't.
My guys, we also got to see if Jimmy gonna be Jimmy though. He got injured.
You right about that too.
And Kyle Lowry hamstring.
I mean, you're saying is Marcus Smart going to be Marcus Smart? Is Jimmy Butler going to be Jimmy Butler with his knee tonight? I'm sorry, I had to chime in. I think so. Okay, and if Marcus Smart is going to be Marcus Smart, is Al Horford going to get 15 rebounds again?
Hey, hold on. Mitchell, go ahead with your point, bro. I want to hear what you got to say.
No, all I'm saying is nobody's been talking about this. Anything for player props, but Al Horford is at over under 8.5 rebounds. Over 8.5 rebounds is minus 110 right now. And if you don't think Marcus Smart is going to be Marcus Smart tonight, you could go back to that damn game 3 and look at that when Al Horford had 14 or 15 the last few games. That is the one thing I'm looking at. Absolutely looking at. And as far as Jimmy Butler, is Jimmy Butler's knee really, do we all know that he's actually healthy? Look at him the last game.
We speculating for sure. I don't know if you was in here at the beginning, Mitchell. That's what I said. We don't know how injured or how, he not. One thing we never gonna find out is how injured Jimmy actually is, because he a dog. So he not gonna, blame it on an injury, even if they do lose or even if they win. You know what I mean?
I'm just looking at that 24.5 number, and if he goes out and gets under. I'm sorry. I'm going the 3 bets that I have tonight. I'm just going to chime in real quick because I got some stuff going on. I want to get my player props in real quick. Al Horford over 8.5 rebounds, minus 110, plus 106. Al Horford over 1.5 threes, and Jimmy Butler under 24.5 points. I'm sorry. Those are my. You tell me what else you think. I mean, Marcus Smart, if you think so, going back to his point, if you don't think Marcus Smart is healthy, then you take those Al Horford rebounds, he's going to get double digits. I mean, we can all kind of speculate that. And then on the other side, if you're on my side and you think Jimmy Butler ain't going to be looking good, go on the under points. That's all I'm going to say. But YBB, go back to what YBB said and J Money. Go back to exactly what they said about the Celtics, and I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys get back into it.
Hey, Mitch, real quick before you drop back down. What was the last one? I got the Horford over 8.5 rebounds, over 1.5 threes, and what was the last one?
Jimmy Butler under 24.5 points. I'm sorry, he looked like trash when he banged up his knee. I'm not going to trust that. I'll ride it. I'll ride the under 24.5, under 24.5 points for Jimmy Butler tonight. Okay. No Tyler Hero, a banged up PJ Tucker, and Jimmy's banged up. I'm sorry. He's gonna try to go 100 million miles an hour, and God forbid if he gets hurt again. But I can't trust that. I can't trust that from what I saw the last game. He's had it the whole damn second half.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, what?
Might get another Peyton Pritchard chop block.
That could happen. That could happen for sure.
I mean, I'd rather ride that under train. And listen, I love me some Jimmy Butler, and for Hero being out and stuff like that, everyone's going to be throwing money on the over, thinking that he's going to get another damn almost 40-point game or whatever. But all it takes is one bad slip, and he's going to be out another second half again. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to ride that train. I'm going to ride it. I'm sorry.
Hey, good luck, Mitchell.
Yeah, you two guys.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Good luck.
Yes, sir. Good luck, my
Mitch
brother.
is fired up today.
I love it. I love the energy. I love it. I'm not with Mitch on that. I think Jimmy a dog, but I mean, if you're gonna bet on the injury, for sure, but him potentially getting injured, I'm just staying off of it altogether because I think Jimmy a dog, and he said he gonna play better. I'm of the mindset that Jimmy is gonna play better, and I expect other players not to play as well. But Jimmy to be a dog, but I'm because of the injury, I'm not messing with Jimmy at all.
It even sounds like Mitch has got something up his sleeve. He's like, it'd be a shame if something happened to
Yeah.
tonight.
That's a fact. Yeah, I'm not capping the game with injuries being included. I appreciate that. That's a fact, bro. Real quick, I got a lot of other sharp minds up here too. Engel Hunter, you might be on the train with the other guy that just came up. So I want to get your thoughts. I know you're a Miami Heat guy. What do you think about the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the profile picture. You already know the deal. I mean, dude, it's Game 5 at home. So what did we learn? We'll take what we learned yesterday from the game. Reggie Bullock, absolute garbage in Game 3 for Dallas. Didn't make a single shot. Next game comes out, hits 6 threes. So if you look at the last game, Max Strus went 0 for 7, 0 for 4 from 3. We know one, Max Strus was drafted by Boston and then cut. Ended up with the Miami Heat, so he has added motivation to play. 2, he's coming back home, 3 law of averages. Max Strus over 2.5 threes. Lock that in. Don't even think about it. Then you got, Jimmy. The point about Jimmy's knee, he had dry needling done. If everyone here knows what dry needling is, it's the stimulation to your muscles using tiny needles. Hurts like a motherfucker. So the day after, you're usually feeling pretty sore, and he had this done right before the last game. If you look at, he had it done as soon as the Atlanta series was over. If you look at him going into Game 1 against Philly, he went 5 of 16 from the field, did not play well, was at home. And then the very next game comes out, has his normal 23, 12, and 6, I believe, was the following game after that. Came out, played well, and then followed that with 30, 40. So what stimulation does is you gradually get better through that therapy. So Jimmy Butler's going to ball. We all know it. I mean, you saw the press conference, man. The guy's an animal. The guy's going to come out. He's going to eat. So I took Jimmy over 23.5 points, parlayed with Max Strus over 2.5 threes. You can get that on my book. I got it at plus 160. In terms of the Heat money line, must win narrative. You already know the deal. We have to win today. The Heat don't win today, probably going to lose the series in 6. Just being completely honest. So. We've seen it countless times in the playoffs. Every time somebody has their back against the wall, they come out and they go bananas. So,
yeah.
I got enough on the Heat to win. I got enough on the Heat to win the Eastern Conference plus 700 early. So I got a few racks coming back on that if we win. So I'm not touching our money line pregame today. I want to kind of feel out the game live bet. I feel like that's in the playoffs, especially with 1 game days. When you're picking a side, that's usually the best way to go about it. If you're going in thinking, all right, yeah, Boston might be the play tonight. Heat come out, start killing it the first quarter. You can get Boston money line at plus 150, plus 200. Something like that. If the Heat come out, like you said, the Heat are going to come out fine in the first quarter.
Engel Hunter, you breaking up just a tad bit. What was your official play? You said Jimmy Butler 24.5 points with the spread. Was that it? I don't know if you can still hear me. Sosa got me cracking up in the on the YouTube, man. He said Mitchell took an Adderall.
Jimmy Butler.
Oh man, I'm over here weak. Sosa funny.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good now. You broke up though. I said, what was your official? Jimmy Butler over. Would you get him at 24.5?
Yeah, so I took an alt line over 23.5.
Okay.
And I took Strus over 2.5 threes. That's the parlay. Got it at plus 160.
Oh, okay. I actually like that. I like that. I'm staying off the player prop side, but I like that though.
Yeah, and then like I said, I'm leaning Heat money line. I'm a Heat fan. I know we have to win today, so I think we get the dub today. But I would say whichever side you're feeling right now, Boston, there's no more value on that line anymore to me. So if you want them, it's probably a good bet to take them live because I do think the Heat come out and win the first quarter.
Can I ask you, now that you got the mic real quick, what's the what has to happen for the Heat to win? Like what player needs to do what in your estimation?
I mean, for us to win, it's more about defense than offense.
Facts. Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Press conference, it's what we've talked about. Like our team, when we lose, we worry about getting buckets, not getting stops. So I think today we're going to come out and the defense is going to be on a different level. Tyler Hero not playing makes our defense even better because he's one of the worst defensive players on our team. Him and Duncan Robinson are complete garbage on that end of the court. So those minutes are going to be Victor Oladipo, Gabe Vincent now. Makes our defense completely better versus what it was with Tyler Hero. So, I mean, my prediction for tonight's game, if I had to put like a score on it, I would say Heat win like 104-96, something like that. I think that if we win, it's not going to be a shootout. I mean, we can win that way because we had the best three-point percentage in the league this year, but I just don't see that. I see it more of I see Jimmy literally going into the guys in the locker room and saying, if you're not clamping, you're coming off the court, like straight up. Like that's how it's got to be. And I think that's one thing you don't have to worry about our team. We have, to me, best defensive player in the league is Bam Adebayo in terms of what he can do versatility-wise. You got PJ Tucker, who obviously we all know. Jason Tatum's stats, he's shooting under 30% when PJ is the primary defender. Jimmy's going to go all out today because he knows if we don't win today, then it's going to be very tough to go two in a row, especially having to have one in Boston. So yeah, I mean, I think it's balls to the wall for us tonight.
So yeah, I mean, you're looking at your two wins. The reason I asked real quick, I'm sorry, Chris, I just got to explore this real quick, a little deeper. So you go back, it was Jimmy in game one, right?
Yeah.
Like 40 points, and then Bam and 30 points, something like that. I don't have all the stuff.
Yeah,
right in
in
front of me.
game 3. Yeah.
So it's like you need that one guy to pop off.
Well, it's Jimmy. If
right?
you're asking me who's going to be the guy on
Jimmy?
offense, it's Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy's putting up over. Like if I on my personal book, I don't get very good odds.
Though, right?
I don't get very. I mean, he's had this knee injury for a while. It's an injury that comes and goes. I mean, it's a pain tolerance kind of thing with him. Like I said, the dry needling therapy, I don't know if you guys know very much about it, but what that does is it takes down the inflammation and it gives him ability to use the knee better. And so it's kind of like, you know, he gets to a certain percentage of where he can play. Once it's too much for him, he'll get the therapy done. He'll do all this work on it. And then it goes slowly back down to zero. It's not like an immediate, like I said, the very next game after he had the dry needling done in the first round, he came out and had a 5 of 16 performance. It was terrible. And then the very next game after that, he went 8 of 15. So I think it's something that he gets better with over time. So I don't think the knee injury is going to be that big of an issue like people think.
Okay, I like your take on it. I like the way you think the game gonna go down, Engel Hunter. Appreciate you sharing your plays too, man. I got Butler over 23.5 points and Strus over 2.5 threes, man. I hope you cash them. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tall Black Genius, I want to get the Jinx, Canadian Cam, and Low. I want to get to all of y'all. So Tall Black Genius, take us away, man. I know you're pretty quick most of the time. What's going on, Tall Black Genius? How you doing?
ChrisBeCappinn, what up?
What up, bro?
Shit, man. I see you on YouTube shining, man. We lit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to,
Comment section turned up.
Yeah, the comment section booming over here, man. If y'all don't know, it's the first tweet at the top. The link for the YouTube live stream while the spaces go on, so you can share your plays and your picks and ask your questions are all over there, man. So definitely appreciate that, Tall Black Jeans. But go ahead, bro. You got the floor.
Yes, sir. J Money, my guy.
The OG legend, triple OG, J Money for sure. He in the building.
What's up with it? What up, J Money? We gotta get you on the screen with Chris, yo. You niggas had the hand shining. Let's go. Yeah. So, but the play of the day, I love what the last person on the air was just speaking of, because he keyed in on some very important parts about this game. So where the money's at, what Miami needs to do is to win. Bam Adebayo has to get over 15. He might touch 20 tonight.
Okay, that might be what has to happen. You know, he's a defensive star, but he might have to perform on the offensive end. If you got Jimmy Butler at 25, you know, if it may not be a 30-point game for Jimmy, who else is going to perform? I think it's Bam Adebayo. That'll be my X factor right there on the offensive end. But what we're talking about is the team total of the Miami Heat over 100 points. If Miami want to win this game, they got to score over 100 points. The play is the team total for the Miami Heat over 100.5. Let's cash. Let's go, Chris.
Over 100.5. I got you down for it, Tall Black James.
Miami.
Okay.
Team total. Let's go.
All right, let's get it. Appreciate you sharing, bro. Definitely appreciate you sharing as always, Tall Black James. I don't even know which order I was supposed to be in. Cam, you go ahead, Cam. You came off.
I'm at the gym, so I gotta be a little quick. You know, I was getting a workout in before this game. So for me tonight, I'm on Jaylen Brown over 24.5. I've been following an interesting trend with him and Jason Tatum. Basically, whenever one of them has a bad game, they bounce back, and they bounce back big. Seen it all series. Jaylen Brown hasn't gone over 24.5 other than the one time. Every other time it's been 24, and then a crap game. So I'm just looking at the other trend of he had a bad game, 5 for 20. I believe he'll come out and rectify that and hit 25. That's just where I'm at with that play. I believe in Jimmy Butler tonight. I mean, I get it. He didn't look good. And if he's really injured, then he won't look good again. But if he's even 70%, that 24.5, he's going to hit. Win or lose, he's going to go out swinging. He's a dog. I can't bet against certain guys, and he's not one of those guys I like betting against. So I like his 24.5, and I like the Oladipo over 11.5 at plus 115 on Bet365. I shopped around. It's actually a really, really good odds, and that's why I had to take it, because everywhere else has it at minus money and minus 12.5 at over 11.5 plus 115. It just made sense for me because someone's going to have to step up. From the scoring perspective, I think Lowry tonight steps up from a different perspective. I think he steps up from a playmaking perspective, but I don't think he'll step up scoring. So someone's going to have to lift that. I know there's Drews and Vincent, but I think there's going to be a primary guy. And I'm looking at Victor Oladipo to get at least 12 points tonight. And one fun lean, and this is everyone's talking about their units and shit. This is like a light. If you're going to bet this, put light units on it. It's Kyle Lowry to double at plus 10. Plus 1,025. Because I do see him really looking to initiate play tonight. Ball's going to be in his hands. They're going to go out swinging. I didn't play a side because I was feeling Boston when it opened, and then the line just moved like 2-3 points, and I'm like, last time I bet on a team where the line moved that much, I got burnt by the hook. So I stayed off the side. Although I do think Boston is the favorite, and I think I do understand where the public's at. All the analytics, everything says Boston. But when that happens, a lot of times we see the other team take it. So that's why I kind of stayed off the side. So I see why everybody's on Boston. I chose to stay off the side and just kind of went with some props, and those are my three officials.
Got you. Okay. Appreciate you sharing as always, Cam. Get that workout in, my brother. Appreciate you sharing, Cam. Jinx, I'm gonna come to you, and then Monotone, and then I'm gonna come to you, Lo. What's up, Jinx?
What's going on, Chris?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, Chris?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
All right, so I got a couple props for this game. Mitchell was talking about it. Al Horford, 8.5 rebounds. Everyone's kind of banged up. Both sides are kind of banged up. Al Horford, he's really not. If you look at his past games, he's just been grabbing rebounds. He's a vet. He's old head. He's an old head too. So, he's not trying to get out boxed out and stuff like that. So, I easily see him getting 8.5 rebounds. It's been higher like this playoffs, but he was out a couple games, so they moved it down. But I still at 8.5, I just think that's a steal. So I'm taking that one. And then I do a lot of prize picks and stuff like that. So I got Robert Williams first half points. It's at 4. That's 2 dunks for him. And Robert Williams, he comes out strong. So I like that a lot. It's 2 dunks, so it's really easy for him to get. He's covered it the past 5 games. It's just a low number, and I don't see him not hitting it. So I'm on those two plays tonight.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like the looks picks. I like the looks. You typically sharp, bro. Appreciate you sharing those for sure. Monotone, I want to come to you, and then I do want to get to Low, and then Stezzy, I want to get to you as well. Norman, I'm gonna come to you, and then NBA props, I see your hand up as well. Then we're gonna get out of here. Monotone, the floor is yours, my brother. I know you probably got like another little first quarter cash. I know you've been cashing those. What you want today, Monotone? How you feeling?
Yeah, you already know, Chris. I'm feeling pretty good. We've got a stacked cast up here, a lot of smart guys, excited to be able to share some plays. Today, I like PJ Tucker. He's someone that he's been a lot better at home than on the road. At home so far this playoffs, he's shooting 62% from beyond the arc, and he's averaging 1.6 threes per game. Well, when he's on the road, he's only averaging about 0.9. He had one good game on the road, but that's really it. So what I did is I played his one first quarter three, or not first quarter. Whoa, 1-3 total. That's just what the line is at right now. And then I paired that with one first quarter rebound. He has one first quarter rebound in 13 to 15 playoff games, crazy hit rate, and he's averaging over 2 first quarter rebounds per game. So the rebounds is the real easy part. I'm pretty confident he hits a three. He has a 3 in 7 of 8 road or home games so far. He's going to have that crowd behind him. Obviously helps the role players. I like that spot a lot. If you don't have DraftKings, if you don't have the first quarter, I also went on FanDuel and paired his 1-3 with Robert Williams to score 6 points. Another very simple leg. Like that other guy said, that's 3 dunks. You know what I mean? Robert Williams really doesn't have to do much to get that. He's going to get a lot of good looks created for him. When a guy like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, when all those guys are on, he's going to get a lot of easy buckets. So I like both of those spots with PJ Tucker to knock down to 3 today.
Okay. Hey, Monotone, I don't know how you always come up with these, bro, but I always end up liking them. PJ Tucker 1-3, and then PJ Tucker 1 first quarter rebound. I think that's an absolute, a really nice. Let's just say it's a nice spot, man. Really, really nice spot.
It's one of those you put in, and you're just like, really, you're gonna let me bet this, like for real?
Right.
All right, I'll take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here. So got to get creative with all these blowouts and stuff like that. Only needing a guy to get 1 first quarter rebound and 1-3, that takes a lot of pressure off. You know, you don't have to be sitting there watching a 35-point blowout hoping he knocks down a 3, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact, Monotone. I like it. I like it a lot, bro. Okay. Good luck, Monotone. Appreciate you as always, man. I hope you cash. Lo, I want to come to you. And then Stezzy and Norman, I want to get to y'all, and the NBA props, I want to come to you as well. What's up, Lo? How you see the game going today, my brother?
Yeah, appreciate you having me up here, Chris. I mean, I was just trying to figure out if I was watching the Jerry Springer show earlier. It got real hot and spicy in here, you know, pretty intense with the, you know, the prop bets going on. I wasn't quite sure what the hell I was watching. I had to double take a look at my phone. I thought it went over to DirecTV or something. You know, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But
anyway, you know, I let him go at it. I let him go at it, Lo. That's all, man. You know, it's just a little constructive criticism. You know, I love it, man. I love it.
I saw that, man. You know, you start talking about the NBA playoffs, it gets real hot and heavy in here. You know, you gotta sometimes you just gotta, you know, throw on the raincoat because it's going to be some spitting and everything going on in your direction. So what I like in this one is pretty much what a lot of guys have already said. I do like the Al Horford rebounds over 8.5. Now I know Mitch came on and said that he got his over 8.5 at -110 or -120. I would love to know what book he has that on because my book definitely doesn't have his over 8.5 rebounds at that. Mine has it basically juiced at -160. So I'm gonna have to pair this one with another prop bet that I do like, and the other one I like is Jaylen Brown to go under 3.5 assists. I don't see Jaylen Brown really giving up the ball a whole lot tonight. I see him being more of a scorer instead of a facilitator. So if he's going to be more of a scorer with him and Tatum probably in tandem, then I don't expect for him to kind of be looking for anybody to give the ball to score other than himself. So I absolutely like Jaylen Brown's assist to go under 3.5. He hasn't gone over. He hasn't gotten 4 assists in this series at all. Period. So I don't expect for that to happen here tonight either. He's gotten pretty close. He's gotten up to 3, but never to that 4 point. So I'm gonna parlay those two player props together. Al Horford over 8.5 rebounds and Jaylen Brown assist under 3.5, and that comes up to 156 plus 156. That is.
Horford over 8.5 rebounds and Jaylen Brown under 3.5 assists.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I actually like that too. I agree with you that Jaylen Brown probably gonna be, you know, a little more of a scorer today. Yeah, I like that look. I like that look, Lo. I hope you catch it, bro. Appreciate you sharing as always.
Appreciate you, babe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jinx, let's come to you. What's up, Jinx? How you doing today?
Was my hand up?
Oh, no. Your hand wasn't up. My fault, Jinx. I already came to you. My fault. That's on me. My fault, bro. NBA props. Let me come back to you. Then I'm gonna come to Stizzy and then Norman.
Oh, it's my time up. All right, okay. Just saw the Caleb Martin numbers up on MGM, so I'm going to take them. I got, let me check real quick. I did a little quick screenshot rather. I know one of them is 6 points and 2 boards at plus 135. I'm pretty sure the other one is 4 points and 2 boards at minus 115 for a bit more of a conservative look. Again, same situation as last time in game 4. I'm running it back again. They beefed up his rebounds instead of just 1 rebound requirement. He needs 2. I still like it. No Tyler Hero. Heater banged up. He's going to get more minutes. And each time he's gone over 13 minutes, he's hit this number. He hasn't reached the 6-point, 2-board number twice in these playoffs. So, I mean, another situation just like the Gabe Vincent play. If he reaches those minutes, I like him to get the volume. I like him to get just 6 points and 2 boards. That's all we need from Caleb Martin tonight.
Okay, so Caleb Martin official.
And sorry, not only that, like obviously Spo trusts the man. He's a much better defensive player than Duncan is, but I like it.
Okay, so what you want official? His points, what were they sitting at? 5.5 or 6.5? Right?
So we'll go with the more conservative one. It's 4 points and 2 boards at minus 115 on MGM. You have to go through the player stats portion of the 1-game parlay. And if you want something a bit more juicy, plus 135 is 6 points and 2 boards.
Ooh, okay. So 4 points, 2 rebounds on BetMGM specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know that cash the other day. I like that. I like that look a lot. Again, especially being back at home at the crib. I like that.
I was just gonna. Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say that guy was asking me what book I used. It's called Booty.bet, and the line moved to minus 113. So it's only moved 3 cents. So if you want to go on Booty BOOTY.bet, you can get Al Horford over 8.5 rebounds at minus 113.
What do you guys do to Booty.com?
No, hell, I don't know. It's Booty.bet. I've been using it for about 3.5 years now.
Where? What state you in, Mitchell?
I'm in Texas.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Dallas. Cool. J-Money, I love the Mavs, baby. Let's go.
Hey, who is that?
That's Mitchell.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go get on that booty bed.
Everybody laughs. They go, "What book you gotta go?"
Hold on. I know I ain't heard somebody talk about betting on the Booty.com.
Hit me up.
Booty.bet.
Booty.bet. Yep.
I'm not even about to type.
They do Venmo and Zelle. That's why I use it.
DM me, Mitchell, if you can. I'm gonna hit you up, my guy.
Mitch, for that referral link.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, I was just gonna say. Hey, that's why we all got multiple books, though, right?
That's
you
a fact.
Shop around. You know, he's got minus 165. I got minus 113 on the Booty.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like 5 books.
Hey, yo,
I have like 5 different books that I bet on, bro. So it's all about getting the best line. This is one thing I want to step in and say real quick. It's all about getting the best line. You can have 10 different books, man, if you can. So I'm saying every 0.5 matters, especially if you're betting those money lines. Everything matters, man. So get 10 books if you can. I don't care if it's bootybet.com.
That's a fact, Jay.
Teddy, whatever, as long as it's better.
That's a fact, Jay.
I'll send you a DM real quick, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mitchell, for coming back up and sharing that, bro.
Get out of here. Good talking, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Booty.bet. That's what we got it at, man. I don't got it at Booty.bet, but that's what Mitchell got it at, man. Appreciate you sharing, Mitchell.
Just to finish up that Caleb Martin angle.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I also like the over a half 3 points. I just gotta find a number. I just was gonna throw that in my write-up. I hit it last time as well. I think he got 2. So just to get 1-3 should be a decent price. Last time it was minus 105. I can't imagine it being more expensive than minus 115, 110.
Okay. I like it, Prop. I like it, man. I know you cashed on it last time. Appreciate you sharing.
I think I'm finally done tonight. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. All right, so we got to get to Stizzy, Norman, Bandit, and D-Rod. Then we getting up out of here because the game will be on probably by the time we get done with them. We don't want to overanalyze the game either, but I do want to get to everybody that did get a chance to get in here. And we literally been talking about one game, I feel like, for 16 hours. So appreciate y'all for tapping in, man, especially the people on the YouTube page. There's still 52 people in there. A lot of people, posting their plays, their comments, asking questions, giving out looks and leans that they like, collaboratively coming up with plays over there. So shout out to y'all guys for being over there as well and in the space, man. I always like to take a minute and shout out the people that's actually doing the homework and the research and breaking down some of the post-game interviews and analyzing the game in different ways so that we can collectively beat the books, because that's always what it's about. But yeah, let me get the Stizzy. Stizzy, go ahead. Then Norman, I'm gonna come to you, and then Bandit, I'm gonna come to you.
I'm gonna try to keep it as quick as possible. That way we can go and get out of here and get ready to watch this game. But first of all, I just want to say hello, everybody. Chris, I know you see I've been kind of out of commission because I made that one bet the other day that had me sick, and then he want to hit it in the second game. So I got beef with Dorian Finney-Smith. If I ever see him, it's like that. But nonetheless, okay. So I'm gonna say my best first, and then I'm gonna give an analyst behind them after. That way, it goes a little quicker.
That's cool.
All right. So I got 3 picks that are my officials. It's Robert Williams over 7.5 points, Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists, and PJ Tucker for at least 1 3-point field goal made. Now, regarding the Robert Williams, I mean, that's easy, quick, and simple. I mean, if you look at it from a different perspective, if he plays the usual amount of minutes, I pray to God it's not a blowout. But I mean, at this point, that's what we're getting. So it may end up being that. But if it doesn't be, that's 3 dunks right there, right? 3 or 4.
You said 7.5, right?
Yeah, that's like 4 dunks right there.
Or free throw or anything, yeah.
Yeah, and he can get that easily. Like I was looking at the minutes on a prop bot about not the minutes, the points he gets, and he can easily smack that. So, and that's something that can be done in the first quarter, knowing how the Time Lord is. Marcus Smart, 5.5 assists. I mean, what more do I got to say? It's Marcus Smart. If you look at his assists, as long as he's healthy and he's playing, he averages roughly about 7 assists. So that's a steal at negative 130. And then PJ Tucker for 1-3 or over 0.5 threes. That's self-explanatory because yes, he doesn't take a lot of threes, but as you see, he's consistent for at least 1 3 per game. And whenever he doesn't get it the game before, I'm damn for sure betting it that next game. So that's all I got for today, Chris. But I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Stacey, one more. So I got Robert Williams over 7.5 points. I got Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. What was the last one?
PJ Tucker for at least 1 3.
Tucker over 0.53. Okay. Yeah, no, I like him. Stezzy was on it. Stezzy was hot. I don't know if y'all know it or not. Stezzy was hot for a nice little while, about 4 or 5 days in a row. I think probably about 9-0, 10-0, something like that.
Oh, yeah, 10-0. And then Dorian Finney-Smith want to have an off game. Then he smacked me in the face by the next day. I was like, man, maybe I should put 5 units on his threes because he might hit it today. And he hit it. And I decided not to do it because I was still emotional betting.
Yep, that's what it is, man. You can't zig and zag. Well, when they zag, you gotta get back on the zig the next game. And I think that's exactly what happened. But appreciate you sharing those, Stizzy. I think I like the looks too, bro. I really like Marcus Smart assists. I do like Robert Williams points. Especially if he, can give it a go and play, more minutes. I talked about it at the beginning of the series. I was on Robert Williams double-double. It was plus 300, plus 330 in the first game. And I said because, Boston had made a bunch of 3-pointers in the last series against Milwaukee, recency bias was going to, make people think that they was going to shoot a bunch of threes again. But Milwaukee is Miami's one of the better teams, at getting you off the 3-point line. And, they allow a lot more points in the paint. Even though they have Bam, they don't have a lot of size when you talk about PJ Tucker playing the 4. So yeah, I like it a lot, man. They give up a lot more points in the paint than, a team with 3 7-footers in the Milwaukee Bucks. So Robert Williams been cashing on that. I like that look a lot. The Marcus Smart assist you talked about and PJ Tucker being at the crib, I could definitely see him hitting the 3. So I appreciate you sharing, Stizzy. I hope you cash him, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes.
Oh, and one more thing. Regarding Robert Williams, that double-double, it got a little juice on it. But my thing about that, you saw what happened last game. Somebody tried to bet the double-double.
They pulled him at 12 points and 9 rebounds.
9 rebounds, bro. I ain't go back to the well, but yeah, you're right. You're right for sure. We'll see what happened today, man. Somebody sent me a ticket in the DM. Robert Williams double in the Miami win. I think was plus 1,600 or 1,800, something like that. So yeah, I'm not playing it, but because just my luck, he'll finish at 9 rebounds again. But it is a nice sneaky little look if somebody looking for a long shot. Appreciate you, Stizzy. Norman, let me come to you, and then D-Rod, and then we're gonna finish off with you, Bandit. What's up, Norman?
Hey, what's up, Chris? I'll be real quick. I know you want to get out of here. Just speaking to the Marcus Smart and Jimmy Butler injuries. I think I might have DM'd you the other day about Jimmy. I think the difference with Jimmy and Marcus Smart with their injuries, I think Jimmy, he relies more on explosiveness, especially to get into the lane, get his jump shot. But I think the biggest thing, the reason why I bet against him the other day, with the PRAs when after like 5 minutes of the game, he wasn't even trying to be part of the offense, and he wasn't even playing defense. You could see he wasn't moving. He let like 3 guys go by him for layups. And I think in this game, I agree with you. He's a dog. He's always going to give it his all. But in like the first 5 minutes, you're going to be able to tell if Jimmy's going to be Jimmy, both offensively and defensively, and if he's going to be able to help the team. Because if he's not, I just don't see how they're able to beat the Celtics team without Jimmy being Jimmy. And I think Marcus Smart, the difference is that Marcus doesn't really rely on athleticism. He can easily get by the game with a little bit of a bum ankle, because he facilitates, passing the ball. His 3-point, shot he gets off the ground maybe 2 inches. So it shouldn't affect him as much as it affects Jimmy with the knee. That's just, again, my opinion. And I think we'll know in the first few minutes if Jimmy's being himself. And I think the person that plays a bigger role in this game, in this series, is Robert Williams. I think he's affecting all of Miami's offense, meaning defensively in the lane. He's just clogging it up, blocking shots, or even not having them to come into the lane. I think you see Bam plays differently when Robert Williams is out there. So I just think Robert Williams is more important to the team right now as far as matchups is concerned. So I'm not playing any props in this game. I'm just going, Boston Celtics. I got them at -0.5 second quarter, and I took them earlier in the day at -1.5 for the full game. Put those both in for 2 units each.
Nice, Norman. Nice, bro. I know you're a pretty sharp guy too, Norman. I know we did the live betting space, and to be in that live betting space when at halftime. You got to be pretty sharp, and I know you gave out some bangers in that, Norman. So I appreciate you being here, bro. Appreciate the looks, and I hope you cash them. I think the second quarter has been a wagon too, so we'll see how it goes, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D-Rod, what's going on, my brother? And then I'm coming to Bandit. What's up, D-Rod?
Can't call it. Pleasure to be here, man. So my only 2 official plays for today are, of course, y'all can tell by the profile pic, I'm running with my squad. Miami Heat money line. And I'm doing that separately. And I'm also parlaying these two picks as well. So the first one is Miami Heat money line, and the second one is first quarter total points over 49.5.
Okay. You got some breakdown for that, or you just gonna get your plays out?
So basically, this series right here, the reason why I'm strong on Miami Heat money line. Basically, this series right here is we get punched in the mouth and we come back strong. So I feel as though I expect us to come out shooting a big first quarter, and 9 times out of 10, every time the Heat outscores a team in the first quarter, they tend to win that game. And the lead does go down. They don't win by that same margin or whatever, because basketball is a game of runs. But that's that's me backing the Miami Heat money line, and the same thing for the 49.5 over first quarter points. I expect them both to come out shooting. Right now, the series is tied, and basically people are looking at it like this is game 1 or whatever, because the series is tied. So I expect both teams to come out hungry and to be shooting.
Okay. Okay, it was a stat that I wanted to pull for you guys. Let me see if I can pull it real quick. Okay, but I like good luck, D-Rod. Good luck, bro. Bandit, I want to come to you. I think it's your first time up. What's up, Bandit? Welcome up, man. How you thinking this game going today?
What's going on, Chris? Thanks for having me and hosting the space. Shout out J Money. Let's talk some damn shirts.
Let's talk about them, Bandit. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
I like a few series. I think it's going to Smack City. Series -1.5 plus 140. You go look at FanDuel. FanDuel's got ends in 6 -135. Now think to yourself, if Boston wins tonight and they're coming back to the house, that's going to be a -225, 250 money line. So if you think they're going to win tonight, take the -1.5 series. You get plus 140. If you think it's going 7, you can get plus 105. This is going 7 games. That's all I wanted to talk about, Chris, real quick. Now let's talk some damn shirts, Jay.
What's up, my brother? It's all love. What's up, my guy?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, because Bandit, good luck on your plays too, bro. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate y'all for being here. Real quick, to what me and Jay was talking about earlier, I just ran the SDQL on it too. I know Jay and Ronald Cabang had talked about it earlier. UCapper had talked about it earlier, but me and Ronald had actually talked about it before the show as well. So when the Heat this season, when the Heat shoot 40% or less in their previous game, in that next game, that first quarter, they have a margin of 6 points, right? So it's 29.18 to 23.36. So they typically come out and do punch first, as me and Jay were kind of talking about. Now, of course, you got to take into account Jimmy Butler being hurt, Kyle Lowry being hurt, not having Tyler Hero, relying on Gabe Vincent, Matt Strus, all those guys. But wounded animal, back against the wall. I think Miami and Spo understand in this situation that, if we're going to see maximum level intensity from Miami, it is going to be early in this game. It don't matter who they got, right? It don't matter if they got to put Udonis Haslem in the game. Like, I don't know if that's going to go well, but I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. My point is just that after these games where they shoot 40% or less in the previous game, the game after, they typically win the first quarter by about 6 points, almost 6 points. So if you like Miami but if you like Boston for the full game, you can also, take that angle as well. But yeah, I'm not playing it just based off the injury. And that's really all I got, man. I want to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and shut it. I think Matt brought up Michael. Michael, you got anything you want to share real quick before we get out of here?
Yeah, he was the last one that had requested, so I was gonna give him a shot.
Got you. You got anything, Michael? Oh, he dipped out. Nah, I guess he didn't, man. Real quick, shout out to you guys, man, for being here. It's still like 50 people in the live stream. Shout out to you guys for being over there. If you're in the live stream, man, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button over there too, man. We're gonna keep this going. We're gonna, just kind of keep it going. Shout out to everybody who posted their plays. There are links in the live stream as well. It's also links in my link tree on my page to the ChrisBeCappinn store, where you can get the shirts, you can get the hoodies. All the links are over there, man. So just check those out. Good luck on all your bets tonight, man. And I'm out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for being here as always.
Hey, Chris,
yeah.
Mike got a parlay. Yeah, Mike was able to connect real quick. Let's let him get in here real fast.
Oh, go ahead, Michael. What you got?
So let me read it off. I got Oladipo over points, Marcus Smart over assist, and Pritchard over threes.
Okay, Oladipo over his what points did you get him at? 11.5, or you caught the late line?
No, I got 12.5.
Okay, so Oladipo over 12.5. Then what else you have?
Smart over assist.
Over 5.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pritchard over 1.5 threes.
Okay, so you like Pritchard tonight. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, good luck on that too. Good luck on that too, Michael. I hope you cash it, bro. Shout out to OG Wham. OG Wham is in the chat, man. OG, if you know Wham, you know Wham. Ain't too much you guys say about that. Appreciate you for being here, Wham. And that's it, man. That's really all I got, man. Like I said, good luck on all your bets, man. Hopefully you guys cash, make more money than you played. That's always the goal, to be profitable, man. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night. Good. Hey, shout out to everybody in the live stream, man. Appreciate y'all for being here as well. Let's get some cash. That's all I got, man. Good luck on all your bets.